happened? Wait. I don't know what happened here. Oh my God, what happened? Hey, here we are. My camera wasn't connected. It was connected, but not connected. What's up, everybody? How you guys doing? Welcome back to another live stream here on MANAMALREACTS. Me and Scully. It's Christmas time, and the holidays are coming fast. So sit back and hang on, because it's gonna fly right by. Before you know it, it's gonna be it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy out there, man. Let me tell you. So spend your money wisely. Don't spend it all. Cat Randall, what's up? How you doing, Cat Randall? Get the first shout out for Cat Randall. What's up, Cat Randall? Home JB. What's up, Home JB? Are you new here? You looks new. Sean B, my mom. What's up, Sean B? M Theory USA. M Theory, what's going on, bro? How you doing? Long time no see, man. I hope you come around more often. Yeah, you're working hard, right? Or maybe you don't like me anymore. Which one is it? You don't like me anymore, or you're working hard? All is well. I think all is well. Health wise, I'm not sure, man. I've been getting these weird feelings lately, so I don't know. Porosity, how you doing, Porosity? Ray True Crime, what's up? Oh, you're JB? Oh, I thought you changed your name. Your original name was JB. I think it looks familiar. A dog. I'm looking at your. Is that your dog? Let me see. I think that is your dog, right? That dog. Okay. Where's that dog? I forgot the name. All right. I love you platonically, Rich. I'm in between jobs, kind of stressful. Oh, really? You're in between jobs? Wow. Well, good luck, bro. I wish you well. I hope you wish you good luck, and I'm sure you will succeed and get into the right spot you need to be. You know. Good luck. I wish you well. If you need help, advice, let me know. All right, who else is here? Chill Out M? Who's M? Chill Out M? Oh, M Theory? All right, guys. Let's get back into the trial. I'm going right into the trial. I'm not wasting any time, okay? I got no time to waste, man. No time to waste. I gotta get back into the trial, boy. Yeah, boy. We don't got time to waste, boy. Guys, if you see anything up and interesting on the internet while we're live streaming, let me know. We can always take a look at that for a little bit as well, you know? Take a little break. Car police chases, anyone? Car police chases? Yeah. All right. Day 3. Are we on day 3 yet? I'm not sure. We're still on day 2? Wow. Still on day. Really? Willie? Day 2. Here we go. Yeah, we did a lot yesterday. Right? Facebook changed it. That's Luna. Luna, what's up, Luna? How you doing? Luna, good boy. Luna, you good boy? Oh, he's done. All right, he's done. Who's next? Here we go. Next. Brian P, what's up, Brian? YouTube change names? Huh? Why would YouTube change your name? Did YouTube really change your name? To Home HJB? That's ridiculous. I wonder why. M Theory USA. Did they change your name to M Theory USA? Why? Wait, you can't hear the video? Oh, well, no wonder. I see now. I know why. All right, guys, you didn't miss anything. I'm gonna press play. Sorry about that.
Can you also tell the jury about any kind of specialized training that you have in forensic examinations in order to be a forensic examiner?
So I've taken numerous Cellbrite classes. They're 40-hour certification courses, as well as other online trainings with National White Collar Crime and Magna Forensics, which is another forensic company, and Burla Motor Vehicle Forensics.
So I'm going to ask you a little bit about those. What is Cellbrite?
Cellbrite is specialized software and hardware to download and extract data from different software. They teaches you how to use it and extract
I'm going to fast
devices.
forward, guys. I'm fast forwarding it. Look, what happened? They're taking a break already? What the hell happened? What happened?
Book learning.
Did you have any law enforcement background?
Back in about 20 to 30 minutes.
What happened?
Back in about 20 to 30 minutes.
Let's see what happened.
Your Honor, would this be a time that you'd like me to stop before I begin the full examination for the break?
Sure. So jurors, we're going to take the morning break.
Oh,
and
take a
we'll
break.
be back in about 20 to 30
All right, taking a break. Let's come back.
It's a very good question, Your Honor. 16 Chief Justice Cushing Highway in Cohasset.
Yes.
And what was your assignment at that execution of the search warrant?
I was assisting with the search of the home, and if any digital devices were located, I was to take them and put them into evidence bags, and then.
Well,
At 5.
Yes, I was.
Trooper Greeno, were you working on Sunday, January 8th, 2023?
Yes, I was.
Chief Justice Cushing Highway and search warrant.
I was to take them and put them into evidence bags, and then hold on to them to transport back to the DA's office.
Okay. And what digital devices in general did you seize that day?
There were 3 MacBooks, 2 iPhones, and 3 iPads.
Thank you. And were pictures taken during the execution of the search warrant?
Yes, there was a member of Crime Scene Services there photographing where we found items.
Your Honor, at this time, I'd like to show pictures and publish them to the jury. They've been previously marked and agreed to by the defense.
How many?
Electronic devices in the home and
Exhibits 63 through 78.
I'd like 179. Greeno.
This is the kitchen area. On the kitchen table, there's a red iPhone 13 mini and an Apple iPad. I believe that's the 6 mini.
Ms. Gilman, can you zoom in?
Yeah. Yeah, iPad 6 mini. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And is there a cover on the phone?
Yes, is the green cover, and you can see the red at the charging port.
Thank you very much. I'd ask for the next exhibit, that being 647208. Can you tell me what this is a photograph of?
This is the, if you want to call it a dining room or eat-in nook on the table. There's 2 MacBooks and a third inside that manila folder.
Ms. Gilman, I'd ask that you zoom in on this, please.
So,
Trooper Carino, can you explain that, please?
yes, so the bottom left, there's a gray MacBook. Next to that is another pinkish MacBook. And inside the manila folder with a charging cable, there's another MacBook inside that.
Thank you. I'd ask for the next exhibit, that being Exhibit 65, 7414. What is this, Trooper?
This is that pinkish MacBook
What's up, wild dog? How you doing?
that was inside the manila folder.
That was on the dining room table?
Yes, that's correct.
Thank you. And these are all where you initially
rich,
found
Brian
those
P. They're rich.
devices?
That's correct.
Rich family.
you.
Rich family.
Looking at the next exhibit, Exhibit 66, 7304. Could I please have that? What is this a photograph of, Trooper?
This is the upstairs master bedroom. On the bed, there's the iPhone SE that's plugged into the wall.
And could you zoom in, please? And is that how you found that device?
That's correct.
Thank you. Looking at Exhibit 7637, could you please show that? What is this a photograph of?
This was an Apple iPad, I believe it was 9th gen version. The crib was over it. We could see it stuck into the crib, so we just pulled it out so it could be photographed better.
Could I now please have Exhibit 31, which is already in evidence? What is this a photograph of, Trooper?
This was another Apple iPad that was in the, I believe it's the upstairs children's bedroom.
Could I please have Exhibit 68?
Doc Bones, what's
Photo
up? Doc Bones, how you doing?
7436. Trooper, could you tell me what this is?
That's the same iPad. We just opened the case to show that the screen had been damaged.
What did you do with those items after you identified them in the house at the search warrant?
So I placed these items into brown evidence bags and put the information on the front of the bag. And then once we had finished doing the search of the home, I transported all of these items back to the Norfolk DA's office to our digital evidence lab.
And what is the digital evidence lab at the Norfolk District Attorney's Office?
So at the DA's office, we have a secure digital evidence lab that's a key card and it has an alarm on the door. So only select few can get in there. So we can store digital evidence to keep it powered on or so we don't lose any information.
And
This is the front of that same iPhone.
going to 70.
Acquisition of the device to a separate hard drive, creating
Excuse
a
me.
copy of everything that's there. Actual database, if you drove down into it, is the history.db database, which keeps all of your internet history, like the folder in a. To make it easier when
I know that you can all see because what you would have.
we look at devices, so we would have to minus 5 hours to get to Eastern Standard Time. So if you look here where it says last date and time visited, UTC-0500, that is showing that I've minus the 5 hours.
So the software has done that for us. You've checked off something, so the software does that?
Yes, that's correct, because during the summertime, it would be minus 4 hours, so we want to make sure we're in the right time zone.
What is the title?
The title is the name of the website. If you looked at the top of like the web browser bar, that would be the title.
And who created the title
Best way
of
to
the
dispose of a
webpage?
body?
That's done automatically through the website.
What is the visit count?
Does it count how many times the user has visited that website?
2 times. The best way to dispose of a body. He Google searched it twice. The best way to dispose of a body. Wow.
What is the visit source?
So the visit source is where the source of the information was pulled from. So this one here says locally browsed. That means it originated on this MacBook.
Okay, wow.
What is source? Not visit source, just source.
So the source shows the APFS container is the hard drive. It has a string of numbers and letters, users, B. Walshe, library, Safari. So it's showing where in the database it's pulling this information
Weird.
from.
I'd save some
And that's that.
information.
So I can see it says
It saves so much
history.db
information.
that you had
Amazing.
previously told us about.
Yes, so it's going down folder-wise. So the library is the main folder, then it'll go into the Safari folder, and then the history database of Safari.
What is location?
Location, again, is it's the location of the items in that database, where they're located in it.
Specifically within the history.db database or whatever database it is?
That's correct.
What is evidence number? I think I skipped over that, sorry.
Yeah, no, the evidence number is just the name of the disk, the hard drive, the image that we created.
Because this is a forensic software.
Yes.
Okay. What is recovery method?
The recovery method is how the information was pulled from the data extraction. So there's two options, parsing or carving. Parsing just pulls the immediate information that the tool sees, where carve goes deeper into the database to try to find stuff to pull the information. It's just different locations and different means of getting the information.
To page 533, record one, to page 533, record,
1980?
let me just check it. $1981.
Okay.
Can you explain what the pages are in the title? Can you tell me the title?
Yes. So the title for this one is 10 Ways to Dispose of a Dead Body, in parentheses, if you really need to. It says dash page 6. So that page 6 means they're on the 6th page of the website. So the website will break it down so you're not scrolling a million pages long. So you're usually at the end of the page, you'll see next page, you'll click that and it goes to the next part of the website for the story or however it goes. So that page 6 indicates that they're on the 6th page of the website. And they do this for advertising reasons and, like I said, keeping things short or concise.
So earlier in the records, if we had started at page 527, 1956, that was page 527,
What
1956.
can you do, Kat? These kids don't care
Was
these
just
days.
regular.
Yes, doesn't have a page number, but it looks like it's the opening page to the website
The
for
parents need to
whataculture.com,
be better.
offbeat 10 Ways to Dispose of a Body.
And then if we went to 528, 1962, what would the title be?
10 Ways to Dispose of a Body, if you really need to, dash page 2, the second page of
you
the
really need to.
article.
Okay. So what does that
If you really need
indicate?
to. If you really need to.
That the user
Wow.
clicked to go to that next page, showing that also that the visit count is 4, so it's the user's been there before.
Thank you.
Damn.
Looking at page
He's been there 4 times.
534, record
scary.
1986.
That's scary.
What is the title?
How long before a body starts to smell?
Oh my
Google
God.
search.
He searched
What time
that.
and date?
He searched
January
that.
1st, 2023 at 4:55:25 a.m.
And what
January
does
1st.
Google search
January 1st. Isn't that the date that's the day she died? Oh my God.
indicate there to you?
Again, that the user input how long before a body starts to smell and did the actual web search.
Wow.
Looking at page
That's crazy.
547, record 2029.
Yeah, 4 times. Kat, you do. People like you, Kat, do that search.
What is the title?
How long for someone to be missing to inheritance? Yahoo search results.
What time and date?
That was on January 1st, 2023 at 6:24:44 a.m.
And what does Yahoo search results indicate?
This was done on a Yahoo search engine.
So you previously explained Google search. Can you explain Yahoo search?
It's the same thing. It's just a different search engine that the user can utilize to search whatever they're looking for.
Looking at page
Yeah, how
543,
about not searching at all, idiot? What a moron.
record 2014.
These guys, these criminals, they bury they dig their own grave, man. Seriously, they dig their own grave.
Can you tell me what that title is?
It's the same whataculture.com article, 10 Ways to Dispose of a Dead Body, if you really need to, page 7.
And what is the time and date for
You
this?
really need to.
January 1st, 2023 at 5:47:38 a.m.
So what does this indicate?
Again, a user had physically gone to page 7 of this article on the website.
And is this at a different time than had gone to the article pages 1 through 6 that we previously saw?
Yes, I believe there's a 45 or an hour difference.
And if we go to page 545 and 545 into 546, what page does this article end on?
Record 2023 shows it at page 11. Yeah. Does it go to the following page? Yeah, that's where it ends. Yeah, page 11 at 5:48:22 a.m.
And what is the significance of that, seeing that page 11?
As I said, that the user physically went 11 pages deep into this article.
11 pages deep. Ah.
Looking at page 547, record 2031, what is the title?
How long for someone to be missing to be dead? Yahoo search results.
What time and date?
January 1st, 2023 at 6:25:17 a.m.
Looking at page 563, record 2082. What is the title?
The title is Tishman Spire, Washington, D.C. head, Yahoo search results.
And what is the time and date?
January 1st, 2023 at 7:44:46 a.m.
And you are familiar with these searches. There are multiple searches about Tishman Spire, is that correct?
That is correct.
And what is the title of the search on page 567, record 2096?
This is Lowe's dash Google search.
And what time and date is that?
January 1st, 2023 at 7:48:04 a.m.
What is the title on page 576, record 2125?
Big binder. Nice big binder, cat.
2125, 576.
Should be down further.
Sorry, Ms. Gilman, I know I'm asking a lot.
Come on, bro.
2125.
How long does DNA last? Dash Google search.
And what is the date and time?
January 1st, 2023 at 9:33:49 a.m.
And there is a line,
All right. Give me
redirect
some news.
URL. What is that?
So if you look at the redirect URL is when you explain this. You're going to a website and you click on it, but it redirects you to a separate, not a separate website, but something similar. So if you look, it says, slate.news, it's an article, but it says, is it possible to clean DNA off a knife? So it's similar search terms, but not exactly what you search. So it's redirecting you to similar items. The website's doing that, I should say. It's not the user doing it.
So the browser is sending you to a suggested website?
That's correct. So I'm sure people have done this. Those who haven't, that when you go to type in something in your phone or your MacBook, it gives you those suggested terms. That's similar to what this is.
Thank you. So if we look at record 2127 on that same page, 578, what is the title?
Sorry, 2127 you said?
Yes, please.
Sorry. Is it possible to clean DNA off a knife? Question mark.
What is the date and time?
January 1st, 2023 at 9:34:39 a.m.
Did the user go directly there or was the user redirected?
From this, it looks that the user was redirected from the original search term items that they put in.
And did the user stay on that website?
It shows visit count 1. If you can go down just to the next couple, I could tell time difference wise. Down one more. The next search is done approximately a minute later. So it would stand that this website was up for a short amount of time and then the next search was done.
So what does that mean?
They were there for about a minute and then the next search comes in at 9:35:52.
Thank you. What is the title on page 579, record 2129?
Can identification be made on partial human remains? Google search.
And what is the date and time?
January 1st, 2023 at 9:35:52 a.m.
What is the title on page 583, record 2141?
How to dispose of a cell phone? Google search.
What time and date?
January 1st, 2023 at 9:59:25 a.m.
What is the title on page 584?
I wanna fast
record
forward this, guys. This is boring.
2144.
Google searches.
How to dispose of a computer? Google search.
We know about the Google searches already.
Should I use hydrogen peroxide 8 on bloodstains in concrete?
Oh,
Google search.
no.
What is the time and date?
Should I use hydro? Oh, my God. This guy is so guilty. This guy is so guilty. Oh, my God. Should I use
Hydrogen peroxide 8
hydrogen peroxide 8
on bloodstains in
on
concrete?
bloodstains in concrete?
Google search.
Should I use hydrogen peroxide 8 on bloodstains in concrete? Holy moly. Yeah, unreal.
What is the time and date?
January
Wow.
1st, 2023 at 12:50.
What is the title on page 733, record 2633?
Details of dismemberment discussed in murder trial.
Oh,
/
my
Wayne
God.
15.
What is the date and time?
Unbelievable.
Can police get your search history without your computer? Google search.
Can the police get your Google search without your computer?
What date and time?
January 3rd,
Oh my
2023.
God, that's funny.
It's like the Gmail.
That's funny, guys.
Being 522.
That's some funny shit, guys.
They are all showing websites regarding
Manny, how you doing, Manny V?
divorce advice, mistakes in divorce, using verbal abuse, don't split up like this, the 10 stupidest mistakes men make facing divorce. It's all divorce related.
Thank you. So if we look at page
He looked up everything.
259,
He looked up everything that had to do with killing someone in his house. Oh my God.
record 951,
Wow.
what is the title being looked at?
You scroll down a little more. There. Oh, if you scroll back up, I'll just read it from the URL. So it's a Google search for Chase login credit card, and then it does a redirect to the Chase December 27th, 2022 at 8:57:13 p.m.
Okay. And this goes on to record 1026 on page 279 if you look in the bottom.
Chase account.
Look at page
What was that?
um 1890.
Or dash Google search.
And what is the title?
Replay poker dash Google search.
Replay
And
poker?
what is the date and the
Replay
time?
poker? We're playing poker.
12/31/2022, 6:53 p.m.
That's all you should have played.
Your Honor, I am about to change topics. Would this be a good time to stop for lunch?
Sure.
All right, lunchtime.
There's something else for lunch?
All right, to the court, please. The notebooks.
Lunchtime. Let's hear the news.
Your Honor, that has been remarked as exhibit number.
Should be evidence that comes out, and I believe.
On your investigator hat on, isn't your BS meter through the roof when you're dealing with a guy like this?
Yeah, it is.
I'm putting my defense hat on and my former police officer hat on. I don't know where to flip right now. I believe that the defense in his opening statement was excellent. He raised that.
You liked that. Interesting. Well,
I liked his opening statement. I loved how he got me thinking.
get you thinking.
All right.
And
all he needs is
the
one
Commonwealth-
juror.
That's all he needs is one jurure.
So you get thinking. All right, let's get a break. We'll get back in the courtroom. We'll
Wonder
pick it up
that
right
he's
after the
innocent?
sidebar breaks up.
Or that he's guilty.
Stay with us.
So it's gone to a different area of the database. and pull it from a different location.
So does that mean that the search was done twice? But
Nope, it's just how Apple has a program to store information.
okay. Can you give us an analogy about that? Can you explain why that is? Is it like a
Yeah, so if you think of databases, if you're familiar with like Excel spreadsheets, that's basically all.
From his if you're a juror and you're taking his perspective, you're like, all right, well, he's got this dead wife and he thinks he has to do something. So he checks in with old Google, see what to do.
Panic, didn't know what to do, who to call. I checked.
Premeditation here. There's still no body. So he's making these searches, and I think that I'm not sure what the evidence is that was found at the crime scene, whether there was blood anywhere, if it showed a violent
searches.
struggle. Does that help establish the
Google searches answers all
premeditation,
questions.
or does it establish that there was a
premeditation.
violent act that took place that caused the death of Anna? So it's still raising some concern as to whether the Commonwealth is going to be able to prove
Earth Ashley,
that
how you
this was either
doing?
first degree or second degree.
You know, and Joe, we talk about it all the time. The prosecution has such a high burden, always, you know, beyond a reason.
All right, let's go. All right, going back into the trial.
An AM.
3?
One in my head, one in my hands.
Put us back in session. You may be seated.
And you may proceed.
Thank you very much. Marino, I just want to finish with that. Can you just remind me of the exhibit number in front of you on the binder?
Yes, it's Exhibit 79.
I just want to finish with Exhibit 79 with going back to initially page 598, record 2193. If you could just tell me the title for that.
Yes, Patrick Kearney, Google search.
Okay. And going then to page 600, record 2198.
How many Google searches does this guy do? Dude, this guy Googled like 1 million people. What the hell? Wow. That's incredible.
Yes, this is
Incredible.
Patrick Kearney, Wikipedia.
And could you please tell me the date and time for that?
Yes, January 1st, 2023, 11:30:57 a.m.
Incredible.
And in the course of your investigation, did you do anything to determine who Patrick Kearney was?
Yes, I did.
And what did you do to determine who Patrick Kearney was?
I went to the Wikipedia site that the user of the laptop went to.
And what
Well, guys, look. Full video of the man who had an affair with Anna Walshe testifies at her husband's murder trial. We got to watch that next.
did you learn?
That Patrick.
Were you limited in the dates that
Oh, what's that? Try this guy.
as exhibit number 80?
And noting the prior objections, any new objections? All right.
This guy
Next
still
item,
goes
number
on.
7, is that correct?
God.
Come-
These
Your
guys are
Honor,
so boring.
Of how or why Apple codes it this way, but it's that the iPad and the
Do you guys want me to continue to watch this guy, or fast forward a little bit? What do you guys think? Keep watching this guy. You find him interesting, or should I fast forward?
MacBook are synced, so the iPad has Google as its saved bookmark search engine.
Thank you. You can take that now. Thank you very much. Did you forensically copy the iPhone 13 mini and iPhone SE pursuant to a search warrant?
Yes,
And these are Apple products?
yes, they are.
Okay. And are you familiar with an iMessage?
Yes, I am.
And what is the difference between an iMessage and a text message?
So the iMessage is going from Apple device to Apple device, whereas a text message is going Apple device to an Android. You'll know this if you have an Apple phone, you get the blue messages, and if you send it to someone who doesn't have an Apple phone, you're getting the text box is green.
So what was the process that you followed to make a forensic copy of the phones?
The same as the iPad, plugged it into GrayKey,
It had
did the
a,
extraction, and then from there saved it to our server and would be able to load it up later into Cellbrite to analyze it.
Same process.
That's exactly right.
Okay. And could you forensically copy both phones at the same time?
No, as I said, we only have one GrayKey machine, so we have to do one device at a time.
Okay. And then were you able to look at the device on a program like Celebrate?
Yes, that's what I use, Cellbrite Physical Analyzer.
And had you previously viewed the data on the iPhone Mini 13?
I did a cursory look with Trooper O'Keefe, but I didn't go deep into it.
He Googled
Okay.
everything.
And how
He
had
Googled
you
everything, Doc
accessed the
Bones.
iPhone 13 mini previously?
iPhone, the same way. It's through Great Key, downloaded it, and Cellbrite Physical Analyzer to view it.
But had Mr. Walsh given that to police?
Oh, yes, that's correct.
Okay. And when was that?
January 6th or 7th? January 6th, I'm sorry,
Okay.
2023.
And you had worked, you said, with Trooper Keefe on that?
That's correct.
All right. And did you have a password for that iPhone 13 mini?
Yes, we did.
And what was that password?
1975-12.
He's so boring.
Through the report, what event was associated with this device on January 1st, 2023 at 7:57 a.m.? And these are all converted UTC times, correct, for Eastern Standard Time?
That's correct. If you look, it says UTC -5 in the parentheses.
Thank you. So 7:57
Yes.
a.m. So that's device number 2?
Yes. Yes.
You are the one that picks the dates, correct?
Depending on the investigation, it can be yes.
Okay. And you were asked that question, that you applied for the warrant, and those were the dates that you requested.
Yes.
Now, it's fair to say, isn't it, that once you began an investigation in a case, and if you learn more information, there's nothing stopping you from going back to a court and applying for a further warrant, correct?
It would depend because the courts have shown that we need to have a specific time frame, so I would need some information to show why I would need to go back to write for an earlier time.
Okay, well, but if you have that further information, nothing stops you from going back to the court and
Here we
asking
go.
for a different warrant that encompasses different time periods.
Yeah, I could.
Okay, now, one of the things is that you don't have any information to tell this jury about of any of the data on the MacBook that originated before December 25th of 2022.
Confused by your question, so sorry. Yeah.
The data that you're telling this jury about today, you've said it a couple of times now, it's limited to 12, 25, 22 through January 8th, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
So that's the data you're talking to them about, correct?
Yes, I only viewed that information.
You would agree with me, wouldn't you, that you have the entire contents of the MacBook, don't you?
I do have the contents.
And how far in date does the content go back on the MacBook?
I have no idea. I didn't look.
Because you limited your warrant to 12, 25, 22.
That's correct.
So if you thought, as an officer involved in an investigation, that there might be some important information that predates 12, 25, 22, you have every right, and there's a procedure for you to go back to the court and explain to the court why you think there might be more information back before 12, 25, and see if you could get a warrant to cover that earlier information.
If I had information showing that there was more, then I could, yes.
Oh, and you never did.
I don't believe I had any other information showing that I needed to.
And you didn't have any information that you thought it would be important to your investigation to go back before December 25th, did you?
For my role, that's correct.
Okay. So when we heard about, for instance, this Pornhub search that occurred on 12/27, remember that?
Yes, sir.
And we heard about some other Pornhub reviews, like Chatterbait, correct?
That's correct.
And something about Miss Bell, correct?
About what?
Miss Bell?
I don't remember it off the top of my head.
I'm sorry, Miss B.
I still don't remember, but okay.
Okay. Do you remember seeing record 831? Do you have, I apologize.
I don't have that book up here to see it.
Let me ask you this. Do you remember seeing also a reference in the very same data that you told the jury about that talked about a movie called, or something called Slade, Dominant, Scarlet?
I would have to see it, but could I? double check it.
Well, this pedestal doesn't work quite right.
I have my copy. If you want to just tell me the page, I can look. If that's
You know,
okay.
I do apologize. I'm going to give you the page in just a second.
Okay.
I don't know
What,
why.
832?
Thank you, Judge.
Sure.
What was it? I'm sorry.
832.
Oh, record 832. I'm
Record
sorry. I thought you said
832.
page
No, no,
232.
it's on page 227.
Thank you. All right. All right, I'm there. And yep.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
Sure.
So now I want to focus your attention to record 831
Yes.
on page 226. Do you have that?
I do, sir. Thank you.
And it references something called Slade Dominant Scarlet Straps Cecilia, right?
That's correct.
Okay. Now, you didn't testify about that to the jury did you, today on direct examination.
No, I wasn't asked.
You would agree with me, wouldn't you, that when you look at these searches involving Pornhub, that in fact, there's a number of, and I keep referring to them as searches, but let me just ask you this. There's a number of web pages that refer to what I'm going to characterize as pornography, correct?
It's about 10.
Right. And am I right to say that that cheating wife reference, what's the entire title of the cheating wife reference?
Cheating wife seduces another man to impregnate her. Scarlet Scandal, Seth Gamble, Erotica X, Pornhub.com.
Do you have any idea how that particular porn movie, whatever it is, do you know how it came about?
The only thing I say is that Pornhub was viewed and that that video was selected.
Okay. You would agree with me, wouldn't you, that there is no specific search term for cheating wife, is there?
Well, it wasn't in a Google search. It was through Pornhub, so it doesn't record that.
Okay, so your answer is I agree with you, or yes.
That there's no specific terms listed? That is correct. The video was there. Click on it.
Because you've already told this jury, and they saw it in a number of examples, that when the user enters a particular search term, the user, that it's a particular word, and then there's generally a plus sign that attaches it to the next search term, correct?
Only in the Google search engine.
Okay. And with regards to this movie Cheating Wife, there is no indication that the term cheating or the term wife or anything else was used to get to that movie.
As I
Assuming it's a movie.
As I said, I can't view any terms that were put into Pornhub, so it only shows me that search query in Google.
Pornhub.
And
Pornhub?
let me ask you this, in part of your investigation, did you ever go and view some of that movie?
No, I did not.
Okay, but you did testify that there were times, like for other searches, you went and followed the document and the links, and you reviewed the document.
That's correct.
But with regards to this movie, you have no idea what this movie is about, correct?
That's correct.
And you don't know then, prior to December 25th of 2022, how many times, whoever was looking at the map, how many times they frequented movies at Pornhub, do you?
I didn't look at any data prior to December 25th.
Okay. And you don't know how long this person that was looking at this movie, how long they viewed the movie, or if they viewed it at all.
I do. It shows me a time frame of 7 minutes.
Okay, 7 minutes, and how long is the movie?
I have no idea.
So someone started watching that movie, they watched it for 7 minutes, and that was the end of it. Is that your testimony?
That's correct. And then I went to that Slade Dominant Scarlet video.
Okay, and that's Slay Scarlett. Do you recognize the fact that there is some actress referred to with regards to the cheating wife thing that's also named Scarlett?
That's correct.
So it's fair to say, isn't it, that you have no idea as you sit here today whether the person who is looking at this porn hub video, if they're trying to get access to movies that have perhaps their favorite actress or anything else of the sort, do you?
I don't know who this person is, so I have no idea.
So your answer is no.
That's correct. I don't know.
I woke up and I
And
knew
quite
about
frankly,
it.
Trooper, isn't it fair to say
Every man wants
you
the
open up
hub.
some website like Pornhub, It comes open and it has,
Speak for yourself, Brian P.
all of these possible selections you can make?
I don't know, I'm not a peruser of Pornhub, but sure it has options.
So you have no idea what options were presented to the person that opened up this page, do you?
No, I don't.
But yet, it was important enough to include it in the data that you put into that binder?
With the information that we knew, yes,
Okay. And that information, let's just cut to the chase here, is because of the word cheating wife, isn't it?
that's correct, sir.
Okay, so just the fact that there was a phrase involving cheating wife, that to you was something that, okay, let's just include that in all this data and throw it out, correct?
No,
Okay. So you didn't take the time to look to see what the movie was about, I understand that, correct?
that's correct.
You didn't take the time to see if the actor in the other movie, Slay, Dominant, whatever, was the same actress in the other movie, right?
That's correct.
So you really just said, oh, I see the phrase cheating wife, and so I think that's important, so I'll include it in my data.
I'm going to object, Your Honor. It's a time.
I'll see you at the sidebar, side of the bench.
Sidebar.
Because I'm afraid that my question is misleading to the jury. Go back. This binder that has been marked as an exhibit contains the entire contents of what you found on the MacBook between the dates of 12/25/22 and January 8th of 2023.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. So when I suggested in my question that you, sir, selected certain things, that is completely wrong, isn't it?
That's correct.
Okay. And so I should have used this word. You would agree that you were focused on, by the question, you were focused on the title cheating wife, correct?
Yes, I was asked that in direct.
Okay. Hold on. But you were never focused on direct examination as to the other porn movie, the Slay Dominant or whatever the title is, correct?
That's correct.
And since you decided not to go back prior to December 25th of 2022, you really can't tell this jury how many times and how many different movies were viewed on this MacBook porn.
It's not entirely true.
Because of the 12 visits?
That's correct. So I could look at visits and it could tell me Pornhub was visited. I'm just trying to look here to see how many times. And then it would also tell me, the video would also tell me how many visits. But I'm not sure if that's the entirety of the Spire history or just what I've collected.
Right. You're not sure if it's the entirety of what? Finish that sentence.
The web history that's in the device, yes.
So you just don't.
That's correct. I didn't go back.
And
I woke up in that new Bugatti.
can I just have a second, Judge?
Sure.
Oh, come on. Fast forward.
5, that's been marked as let's just start with the iPad Mini 13, device number 5. That's been marked as Exhibit 81. You told the jury about the events that you looked at, the event log that you created, correct?
Yeah, so it was an iPhone Mini 6, not a Mini 13. The phone was the Mini 13.
Okay. And well, you told us about Exhibit 81 being locked and unlocked, correct?
Yes, for the iPhone.
Okay. And you told us about how it could be locked or unlocked using either a password or face recognition.
Yes, that's correct.
And how long did it stay unlocked and then locked in the time period that you looked at?
I would have to see the report again, but I believe it's a couple minutes for each.
Okay. And did you ever determine what was being done on the phone during the time it was unlocked?
Again, I'd have to look at the Cellbrite report to see other activity or go through the timeline view to see what the phone was doing. I didn't do a full invest into the phone. Trooper Keefe did.
I see. So Trooper Keefe can tell us about that.
I think so.
All right. Or restricted by date, correct?
That's correct.
And you can do term searches, correct?
Looking,
Sometime. The reference to
He's a
divorce,
squirmer, cat.
we heard on direct examination, that only occurred on 12/27/2022. Is that fair to say?
I can only say what I've looked for from that time frame. If anything happened prior, I don't know.
But my question is, what you testified to, the references that you were asked multiple times on direct examination regarding divorce only occurred on 12/27.
That's correct from what I have.
And what was the time period for where all those searches you told us about, referencing divorce, what was the time period?
I don't remember the exact time. I believe it was around 11 o'clock in the morning, but I could be mistaken. I would have to look.
What was the time period that was encompassed, that covered the entire divorce searches that you referenced on direct examination?
As I said, I don't know the exact time. I would have to look to see.
And what time did those divorce searches that you referenced in direct examination, what time did they occur?
Again, I'd have to look at the notes to see the exact date and times.
But you would agree they only occurred on 12/27.
I believe that's when they all happened, yes.
And one of the searches that you told the jury about had to do with something like 10 best states.
I think it was 5, but yes, 5 states.
Did you take the time to look at those documents that were referred to those searches?
I don't know if I looked at all of the divorce ones. I did look at some.
And you would agree that if someone were to be searching for divorce, they could be searching for the topic of divorce and how divorce might affect protection of family assets. You'd agree with that, wouldn't you?
Could that?
Yes.
It could, yes.
And are you aware, Trooper, as you sit here today,
Are you aware?
that around that time of December 27th, are you aware of the fact that Brian Walsh and Hannah Walsh were talking about the sale of one of their properties?
I did see Zillow searches in the MacBook for apartments in DC, I believe, but I didn't know anything about sales.
Okay, did you ever take the time to examine the phone that belonged to Brian Walsh?
Again,
Is that,
Sustains, specify what you're talking about, counsel.
Yeah, counsel.
what are the phones that you examined that were associated to Brian Walsh?
as I said, I only did a cursory look through the iPhone 13 regarding the device events, and that was about it.
So would Trooper Keith know more about that?
Yes, he did most of the mapping. Yes, that's true.
So I guess my next question is, are you aware of text messages between Brian Walsh and Anna Walsh encompassing the dates of December 25th and December 30th of 2022?
No, there were none in the devices that I looked at.
So when you were asked questions about your review of the MacBook and references to the divorce on or around 12/27, you, as you sit here today, you have no idea what was going on in text messages between Anna Walsh and Brian Walsh.
That's correct.
And you said you reviewed some of the documents that were associated with the divorce searches. Did you see any documents that specifically referenced what states were more beneficial when it comes to fees and the timing for judgment nisi and things like that in the context of a divorce?
Unless it was listed on the webpage, I didn't see any specific searches for that itself.
And did you, as you sit here today, do you recall reading any documents associated with those divorce searches that had to do with protecting assets of family?
No, I looked at these years ago. I haven't looked at them since.
Allie Books, how you doing, Allie? Welcome back. What's going on? You just got home from work, Allie?
Those searches that you were asked about on direct examination coming from the MacBook and the data that you extracted, the many searches that had to do with Chase. You recall those questions?
The Chase Bank?
Yes.
Yes.
And it's fair to say that by looking at the data that you based your direct testimony on, you cannot tell at all what specific data was being reviewed.
Again, if I can see the websites listed, sometimes it'll say you're in the accounts dashboard. It could list out, but again, I'd have to see exactly what you're describing.
Cooper, I guess the reason I'm asking, well, let me ask you this way. You investigate a case, correct?
Yes,
You're charged with looking at data like this, and you use specialized forensic tools to look at the data, correct?
yes,
And you're trained to look at the data and try to interpret what the data is, correct?
yes,
And then you share that information, don't you, with the Commonwealth, correct?
correct.
And so now you were brought in here as a witness, and you were just asked questions about all of these searches that occurred regarding Chase, correct?
Yes.
And is it your testimony then today that the Commonwealth never sat down with you and said, tell us what you can tell us about what's being looked at on those Chase searches?
I wasn't asked to explain every Chase website to them.
Okay, but were you asked a simple question? Can you tell us what the person actually viewed with regards to a Chase account?
Again, if I see the data, I can explain it, but I can't say everything.
No, I understand.
Yeah.
that, And I'm not.
Yeah. Well, I don't understand your question then.
Well, have you sat down with the Commonwealth in the context of this specific case and those Chase searches and tried to explain to them what it is, as the digital expert in the case, what was being viewed on the Chase accounts?
Just that Chase had been, the website for the Chase account had been visited.
And that's it.
That's correct.
Okay. You would agree with me, wouldn't you, Trooper Garino, that when someone enters specific search terms, then the browser or the search engine that they're using
He has
will
a sense of
generate
humor,
a
Cat.
number of results, correct?
Yes.
And then the user can click on some of those results or bypass some of those results and just go to some other results.
That's correct.
And when you would agree with me then that when search results appear, they can lead the viewer, the user, to then follow that link and go someplace else, correct?
It's going to be based on the search term, and then it can send you to something similar, but not exactly what you wrote.
And is that what you told the jury about redirect?
That's correct.
And so when a user gets redirected to some other website or something, that's not that's not a result of the user saying, I want to be redirected. That is the software doing it on its own.
Well, the user would have to click on the web page for it to open for them to see it.
Right, but to be redirected, it's the algorithm or whatever's going on that directs the user to some other. What's
Again, but it's going to be similar terms to what that were written. It's not like they type in, basketball and they get sent to, something about space.
oh. Maybe it's me. I'm not asking. I'm saying someone types in particular search terms, and then the software, the browser,
I don't think he's drunk, Cat.
generates search results.
That's correct.
And at times, the browser and the software redirects the user to something that it thinks, hey, maybe this is what is relevant to what you're looking at.
Yes, that's correct.
And I know that it doesn't talk to the user, but you understand that.
Yes.
And you saw instances of that when you reviewed the data in the map, didn't you?
Yes, I don't know the exact number, but there's a handful that I saw.
And Trooper Garino, when someone is doing a search for something like how to dispose of a body, did you follow that link to the result of that specific query?
I don't know if that specific one, but I did go to many of the ones that were listed.
And so as you sit here today, can you tell the jury then that if you were to put in that particular query, how to dispose of a body, that the results would include things like cemetery names or other things like that?
Well, it would constantly change. So if I did it now, the results would be nothing like they were 2 or 3 years ago.
Okay, that wasn't my question.
Yeah.
That's fine. Let me ask it again. That if someone
I
were
would-
to enter specific search terms like how to dispose of a body, the results could simply be, here, take the body to a cemetery, something like that.
Again, I would have to search it to see. I can't say
So you
definitively.
didn't do that.
For that specific one, no.
And so it's fair to say that when someone is using specific search terms, sometimes you have to add additional terms to get information that might be more helpful to what you're asking about.
So like adding more words? Is that what you're, that could be, yes.
So it could be the fact that to get more specific information about, for instance, how to dispose of a body, you would then have to add another search term like murder to get more specific information that you might be looking for.
I can't say.
So you didn't try that out in the context of your investigation of this case.
Again, this was years ago that I did this, so I have no recollection of it.
But you would agree with me, wouldn't you, that just in a general context, whether we're talking about terms like murder or any other term, sometimes to get more search results, you have to add more terms.
Again, I can't say for certain.
This is the guy who said, kill me, when he took off the stand.
So,
On the Karen retrial? What? This guy was on the Karen retrial? This police officer right now was in the Karen retrial? This is the guy who said, kill me, when he took the stand during the Karen. Really? Get out of here. That's crazy. Wow. Are you sure?
you would agree, wouldn't you, that
That's
your
crazy.
review of the MacBook
I don't remember
data
that.
that you
Wow.
extracted, that all of these dark search queries that you were asked specifically on direct examination, that they all occurred only after 4:52 a.m. on January 1st, 2022.
That I was able to see, yes.
When you say able to see,
Well, I didn't have anything going back prior to the 25th, so I only have what was limited via the search warrant, but everything was from the 1st to about, I believe, the 4th.
but we've already been through this,
Yeah.
let me ask you again. If you wanted to see if there was a search is conducted on this MacBook where someone is trying to figure out how do you dispose of a body before January 1st of 2023, and you thought that was important to your investigation, once again, you could have gone back and applied for a warrant to see if there were, right?
Well, I'd have to show probable cause for the warrant to show why I would need to go back further than the 25th that I've already written for.
So you had no probable cause then to go back to the court and say, I have reason to believe that someone might have been trying to learn how to dispose of a body prior to January 1st of 2023 at 4:52 in the morning.
Objection.
Overruled.
That's correct.
In fact, in all of your examination of the data that you did look at, the data that you chose to limit to 12/25 and January 8th, you saw nothing in the data dating back to 12/25 that indicated any searches that were relevant to how to dispose of a body.
That's correct.
You saw no searches about anything about DNA or anything of the sort.
That's correct.
You saw no searches about how to get rid of blood.
Yes.
You saw no searches about how to use hydrogen peroxide to clean up.
Yes.
Yes, meaning you didn't see.
Yes, that's correct. I didn't see any.
But you would agree then, just right in this particular process, that if you had, what you've referred to this jury here, probable cause to think someone had tried to plan murder, you could have gone and applied for a warrant to see if there was data on that map.
Objection.
Sustained.
In your review of the MacBook digital data, did you see any anything indicating a search for a man named William Bessel?
But yes. Was that on? I believe so.
Do you recall when that search was?
I don't. I believe it was prior to January 1st, if I'm not mistaken.
So you have no recollection as you sit here today that you had a discussion with the Commonwealth about searches specific to William Bessel?
No, that's correct.
By the way, I understand that these exhibits, these binders, sometimes they're referred to as reports, but it's a report generated by Celebrate, correct?
That's correct. Or Axiom.
Or Axiom.
Yeah.
And regarding the report, you never wrote any report summarizing what it was that you found on a map.
That's correct. I take it directly from the software. That way I don't make any mistakes from transcribing it from one to another.
And is it fair to say that this binder that you have there on the shelf, it's 1,034 pages long, correct?
I believe so.
And it contains many, many entries referred to as records, correct?
Yes.
How many records?
I can tell you in a second.
Hurry up, tell us.
3,677.
Out of those 3,677 records created in this Celebrate report, can you tell the jury how many of those records are relevant to your investigation specific to this?
The exact number of the records? No, I couldn't tell you.
Can you give us an estimate?
No.
You would agree, wouldn't you, Trooper, that it's a very relatively small amount of those records, those over 3,000 records that have any relevance to the point of the investigation of this case?
No.
Well, then how many records do apply to the investigation of this case?
Again, I'd just be guessing, but I think a good portion.
And what's a good portion?
I don't know.
You
I don't have a
okay.
specific number.
I got it.
Counsel, see if side of bench.
All right, this is over. Next day, let's go.
Foley from U.S. Customs and Border Protection.
Day
Michael
3.
Kenyon from Swampscott PD. Maybe A.B. Water.
Where's day 3? I'm gonna do the X. I want to do the X, guys, on day 3.
Good morning, Your Honor. Greg Connor for the Commonwealth.
The very tail end of it, when it's setting forth the potential punishments for the conduct. And as a result of that, in order to take a plea on that charge, which I did, the defendant only has to admit that he lied in connection with an investigation. And so that's what he did. He lied in connection with an investigation. It seems to me the enhanced penalty, I'll call it enhanced, the higher maximum penalty of 20 years, which is triggered when an individual misleads the police in connection with a crime that is punishable by life imprisonment, then becomes an issue for the court to decide. We could debate as to what standard. It almost feels like a subsequent offense type scenario, but it's not. That's not how it's set up. But it seems to me that the time at which I should determine that is when this jury has spoken about whether or not the defendant has been found guilty or not of any life felony, and not now. Because it could end up in a very perverse situation where I sentence him to an illegal sentence if the jury came back and found out and told me he's not guilty to a life felony. So I am going to put off the sentencing on the two charges
Go bathroom.
until I hear from the jury on their verdict on the murder charge, so that I have the benefit of that jury verdict when I decide
Go
this
bathroom,
issue.
right back.
And I encourage the parties to continue to research whether or not the Commonwealth has an obligation to prove that he lied in connection with an investigation that was punishable by life imprisonment at a sentencing, and how they do that. Is it through an evidentiary hearing, and to what standard? Now, if the jury's verdict is one way, it would seem to me that the Commonwealth could met out that burden if they get a conviction. And if they don't, it seems to me that it becomes a bigger task for the Commonwealth if the burden of proving that part for the higher penalty is beyond a reasonable doubt. So that's where I stand with regard to that. Yes?
Me?
Did you say something?
No, I was just whispering to Mr. Tipton.
Oh, maybe the whisper came out a little louder than you thought. Anyway, I also want to, I understand from the emails that came to me last night that the defense is no longer agreeing to all the William Fastow messages coming in. Is that right?
Not trying to hedge, but the court indicated that you were inclined to perhaps keep some out. And so my intention is, if any, then all, but I think Mr. Walsh deserves the benefit of knowing what the court's ruling is before I have to negotiate with the Commonwealth. So I apologize for that, but I am asking for some guidance there.
All right. That's like a,
Well, actually, can we approach? That might be
well,
easier.
no.
No, okay.
So I'm not giving an advisory opinion. And so here's what I'm going to say to you with regard to that. I'm going to read something in the record because I want it to be clear
Okay.
under what authority I am allowing those text messages in, so the record is complete. And this ruling relates to both my thought process with regard to the William Fastow text messages, to the extent that they reveal some state of mind evidence of Anna Walsh. And also, just so that I'm clear, these thoughts equally apply to the reason why on an earlier motion in limine with regard to the expected testimony of Alyssa Kirby, why I believe these state of mind statements are coming in. So just bear with me while I read this into the record. And this is my oral order on the motion to admit the text messages between Anna Walsh and William Fastow. And again, same reasoning for what I expect at some point will become a similar issue with regard to a conversation Anna Walsh had with Alyssa Kirby, I think on the evening of 10/12/29/22. The Commonwealth filed a motion in limine to enter text messages between William Fastow and Anna Walsh as evidence of Anna's state of mind. Quote, an exception to the hearsay rule permits the admission of evidence of a murder victim's state of mind as proof of the defendant's motive to kill the victim, end quote. Commonwealth versus Castano, 478 Mass 75 at 85, 2017. Such evidence is admissible, quote, when and only when there also is evidence that the defendant was aware of that state of mind at the time of the
Sorry, guys, I had to
crime
go to the bathroom.
and
I
would
wasn't
be
feeling
likely
good.
to respond
Hold on,
to
be
it.
right back.
Period, end of quote. Commonwealth versus Qualls, 425 Mass 163, 167, 1997. There need not be direct evidence that the defendant learned of the victim's state of mind so long as the jury reasonably could have inferred that he did learn of it. Citing again to Castano, 478 Mass at 85. In this case, there is evidence from which the jury reasonably could infer that the defendant saw the text messages exchanged between William Fasto and Anna Walsh. Specifically, during his interviews with the police on January 4th, 2023, Brian Walsh told detectives that sometimes Anna's iMessenger comes up on his phone and that he had seen messages people were leaving for Anna. That is at the 1/4/23 interview transcript at page 30. During his January 7th, 2023 interview, Brian Walsh told police that Anna took a bunch of photos on New Year's Eve and that she sent one to William Fasto around 10 o'clock. That can be found in the interview of 1/7/23 transcript at 86. And during his January 8th, 2023 interview, Brian Walsh told the detectives that they could get the exact time that his son went to bed on New Year's Eve based on the time Anna texted Fasto the
I'm back. Sorry,
photo.
guys.
That may be found on the
emergency.
1/3/23 interview transcript at page 7.
What are we doing here?
From such evidence, which accurately noted the time Anna sent the photo to William Fasto, it is reasonable to infer
What?
that the defendant had seen her text message exchange. Contrary to the defendant's contention,
What are you talking about?
the text messages at issue contain some evidence of Anna's state of mind at the time of the crime. In particular, she sends
you,
messages
Ally.
regarding her feelings of confusion in her married life, her intimate relationship with Fasto, and her desire to make future plans with Fasto. While there was some discussion of redacting portions of the messages that are not relevant to the state of mind evidence, and I will reserve ruling on those as I now know the parties' positions has changed. I will reserve ruling on those. I continue to believe that there are certain messages that are not relevant
How you doing,
to
Polka dot?
Anna's state of mind. And if the defendant objects during the proceeding of
What are you
Mr.
doing here?
Fasto's testimony to those, I will rule on those real time, as we do in many cases. So that's that.
That's that. All right, thank you. That's that.
Madam Court Reporter, we're starting at 1:45 today. Exhibit 145. Yes. And what about ID number? 5 for ID 3. I is the next one? 5. Thank you.
We'll try to call out people on there that could actually help. Add me too.
All right, anything, the jury's ready to go, is that right? And is there anything that the parties need to raise with the court?
Your Honor, if I could have 1 minute, we have done some redactions of the Fasto messages that I think would take out some of the concerns that you had. We're having a printer issue this morning, so we
Printer?
couldn't make a color copy of it. But if I could just get a black and white copy for the defense and for you, I think that might help the situation.
All right, as I said, I'm happy to rule on it real time.
I'll just have it
And I
sent
don't
to
know
the
how you're parsing through those messages and how you can present them as I rule on it. So maybe are you saying it's going to be difficult for you to do that job if I'm ruling on them real time?
I think so. So I think it might be a little bit simpler if we could look at the redactions ahead of time, and I could just have that made. I'll have the copies made right now. I can start with Mr. Fastow, and then we can have those brought up, and when we're ready to do that, we could go sidebar.
All right, it's my interest in getting the jury out here and getting the day's work.
And I'm ready to start.
All right. Anything from,
May Ms. Cusick be excused so she can take them right down?
sure.
Thank you.
And anything from the defense before we bring the jury in? Defense, is there anything that you wish to bring to the court's attention before the jury comes in? Bring them in. Take.
All right, I'm fast forwarding. Let's go. Here he is. Here's the next witness, guys. This is the husband. Not the husband. She was having an affair with this guy, apparently. Let's see what happened. Let's see what they were doing together and how long.
Right this way. Step up. Just watch your step for me. Thank you. Slide over. Just shoot for you. No, a little bit more. There you go.
You may proceed.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning.
Could you please state your name and spell your last name for the record?
Yes, my name is William Fastow, Fastow.
Thank you. And what do you do for a living, sir?
I'm a real estate broker
And where do you do that?
in Washington, D.C.
And is that where you live as well?
It is.
And how long have you been a real estate broker?
Just about 20 years.
Always in the DC area?
No, actually up here in Boston for a few years, and then a hiatus, and then back in D.C.
And were you familiar with Anna Walsh and Brian Walsh?
Yes.
And how did you meet the Walshes?
Anna Walsh was referred to me by a mutual friend, Jem Mutlow. They were looking for a home in the D.C. area, and I assisted them in purchasing a townhome in Chevy Chase, D.C.
And did you know Anna or Brian Walsh before that?
I did not.
And where was that property located generally?
It was on 43rd Street in Northwest D.C.
And you said it was a townhome?
That's correct.
Can you just describe that townhome?
So it was a semi-attached townhome. One side of it faced on 43rd Street. It had a staircase that led up to a parlor level. It was 4 floors and had a 2-car garage underneath.
And who bought the home?
Anna Walsh.
And was the deed in her name?
I believe so.
And when did Anna close on that property?
March of 2022.
And did you meet Anna in person?
Yes.
And when did you first meet Anna in person?
I think a couple months before that, she had come up to Washington once or twice to look at properties.
And did Brian Walsh come with her?
He did not.
Had you ever met Brian Walsh in person?
No, I have not.
Did you ever speak with Brian Walsh?
Yes, we had at least one, if not a few, teleconference calls to discuss the property.
So after you sold the townhome to Anna Walsh, did you have further contact with her?
I did.
And when was your initial contact with her after you sold her the home?
Immediately.
And what was your initial relationship?
We quickly became close friends, then confidants, and before long we started an intimate relationship.
And what do you mean by confidants?
We would share conversations about our lives, what we were going through, personal troubles, those sorts of things.
And you said that your relationship became more, that
Yes.
it became intimate.
It did.
And when did that happen?
Shortly after she moved to Massachusetts, within a few weeks.
Massachusetts?
Sorry, excuse me, Washington, D.C., from Massachusetts to Washington, D.C.
And what was your marital status at that time?
I was separated.
And do you have children, sir?
I do.
Tell me about the types of things that you and Anna did in the course of your relationship.
We would go out to dinner, go to bars. She would accompany me to functions. I have a boat in Annapolis. She
He's
would
very
come sailing
proud,
with
Cat. You
me.
jealous?
We did a couple
Cat Randall, don't be jealous, Cat Randall.
of fitness dates together, see movies, those sorts of things.
You said movies?
Yes.
And you said fitness dates. What do you mean by fitness dates?
Anna was very active physically. Being in shape was very important to her. I hosted a outdoor yoga event, and she had attended on multiple occasions.
When you say Anna was very active, what do you mean by that?
She was very focused on staying in shape.
Yeah, no one's faithful.
Sort of recovering from her.
I don't think anybody's faithful anymore.
Multiple pregnancies, getting her figure back. She was really, trying to dial everything in and be as active as possible.
Did she exercise?
She did,
Did you see her exercise?
yes.
What kind of exercise did she do?
She had a home gym that she worked out in. I believe there was a treadmill and some weights and a small weight bench there, and then the yoga classes we discussed. I also think she may have taken a couple Pilates or other yoga classes on her own.
So how often would you see Anna Walsh in the course of your relationship?
Typically 2 to 3 times a week.
And would you see each other on the weekends?
Yes, when she was in Washington.
And how often would you and Anna communicate once your relationship became intimate?
Pretty much daily.
And how would you and Anna communicate with each other?
Phone calls, text messages, and a private messenger through Instagram.
Did she use a cell phone?
Yes,
And how many cell phones did you contact her on?
1.
Did you know her to use more than one cell phone?
I did not.
How about you? How many cell phones did you use?
Just 1.
And the cell phone number that you used to communicate with Anna, do you remember that number?
Not off the top of my head, but I know it was a 617 number.
If I said the number to you, would you recognize the number?
Yes,
Do you recognize 617-599-7966?
yes, I believe that's correct.
Did Anna use social media?
She did.
How do you know that she used social media?
She was a frequent Instagram poster.
And when you say frequent, what was her practice or custom with social media?
Typically, I'd say at least once or twice a week.
Any other platforms that she used?
I think she had a Facebook account.
And did you comment on her posts?
I did.
And did you comment on her post using your name,
Yes, I did.
your full name?
Whatever, yes, that my account's under.
So the townhouse that you sold Anna, is that where she lived?
It is.
And did you go inside of that townhouse after she moved into it?
I had.
And did you ever stay overnight at that townhouse?
I did not.
Did she ever stay at your home in DC overnight?
She did.
So talking about her townhouse, you said it was 4 floors?
Yes.
And that starting like the garage level?
The garage was at street level, and then there was an elevated parlor, and then 2 bedroom levels above that.
And that parlor level is where the kitchen would have been?
Correct.
And what had she done about, well, was the home furnished?
Yes.
And how was
She had
the,
furnished it.
okay, and how was the home furnished?
She had settled in very quickly. It was important to her to nest as quickly as possible. So she had fully furnished it. She had built out the home gym, which I had mentioned earlier. furniture on the main level, the owner's bedroom, and 3 bedrooms upstairs that were for the children.
And what had she done to furnish the bedrooms for the children?
She had acquired beds, accessory furniture. I think she had the rooms painted. She may have even gone as far as buying some individual items, clothes, toys, whatnot.
Did you ever meet Anna's 3 children?
I did not.
What did Anna tell you about where her children were?
Her children were living in Massachusetts.
What did Anna tell you about why her children were not with her?
She told me that her children were with their father, Brian Walshe, up in Massachusetts, and that they were there because his home confinement was predicated on him being the primary caregiver.
When did Anna tell you that?
Fairly early on. She had attempted to apply for a insurance policy, blanket coverage policy for her house, and the company she had reached out to was unwilling to underwrite the policy, and they had disclosed to her that it was because of Brian's history.
What did Anna tell you about how she felt about her children not being with her in D.C.?
Initially, she felt that it was something necessary for her to get through, but as time came on, it became a significant issue for her. It deeply upset her, and in time, she was even despondent about it.
Jurors, I'm going to give you a mid-stream brief instruction. You're going to hear through this witness evidence of Anna Walsh's state of mind. And it is limited to the purpose of establishing her state of mind as may be relevant to the defendant's motives in this case. Evidence cannot be considered as proof of the criminal act that is charged in this case. You may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. What do you mean despondent?
She was deeply upset about it. She was troubled. I think she was concerned about her role.
As to, I think.
All right. Restate the question, and I'll have the answer.
What do you mean despondent?
Anna felt deeply disappointed that she wasn't in a position to be the mother the children deserved.
Oh my God.
Did she tell you she discussed the children not being with her, with Brian?
Yes.
What did she tell you?
It was a point of contention for them. Brian's attorney had.
May we approach sidebar?
Yes, you may.
Oh my God.
That.
Out. Did you keep your relationship with Anna secret?
I did not know.
Did you tell people about your relationship with Anna?
Yes.
Did you socialize together with any of Anna's friends?
We did not.
Did you socialize with any of your friends?
We did.
Did Anna ever discuss with you telling Brian Walshe about her relationship with you?
Yes. Anna felt it was really important that when Brian was to find out about the relationship, that she would hear it from her. She had expressed great concern, and I think she felt it would be a strike against her integrity if he found out a different way.
So, at some point, did your relationship become more serious?
It did.
When would you say that your relationship became more serious?
In the early to mid-summer, around July.
And how would you describe it?
Anna had traveled to Massachusetts for Brian's sentencing, and the expectation was that she was going to be able to bring the children and him back to Washington, D.C., following a favorable sentencing for his art fraud issues. And that sentencing was delayed because of investigations of
Objection, Your Honor.
Yes, sustained.
At that point, were you seeing other people?
Prior to that, yes,
And at that point, did you stop seeing other people?
I did.
And did you begin spending holidays together?
Yes,
Damn, really?
And
Wow.
did you spend Thanksgiving together of 2022?
Get out of
We
here.
did.
Wow.
And what plans did
That's
you and
fucked
Anna
up.
have for Thanksgiving
can't
of
believe this.
2022?
Wow.
we had planned a trip
No
to
wonder he
Dublin,
killed her.
Ireland together.
Wow. Now I know
And
why
when
he killed
did
her.
you get to Dublin?
I believe
Wow.
we left on the 23rd or 24th of November.
Wow.
Did you fly together to Dublin?
We did,
Wow.
And how long were you in Dublin?
That's
until
fucked
the
up.
27th.
Oh, that's fucked up. Guys, hold on. I gotta go to the bathroom. Hold on a second. I'll be right back. Fuck, what a bitch. Ugh. All right, sorry guys, I'm back. I'm gonna rewind it a little bit. I can't believe this girl. Wow, fucking cheaters. That's fucked up. I'm gonna hear
And
it
did
again.
you spend Thanksgiving together of 2022?
We did.
Are you okay? What did you eat today? That's making you use the bathroom. I had food. I'm okay, Brian. Thank you for asking.
And what plans did you and Anna have for Thanksgiving of 2022?
We had planned a trip to Dublin, Ireland together.
And when did you get to Dublin?
I believe we left on the 23rd or 24th of November.
Did you fly together to Dublin?
We did,
And how long were you
Wow.
in Dublin?
until the 20th.
And they flew together. They flew on an airplane together. Isn't she married? Wasn't she still married, guys, or no? She was married, no? Yeah.
7th.
I don't get it.
And then,
I thought she's
where
married.
did Anna go after Dublin?
She flew to Serbia to see her mother via Paris.
I'm sorry, via Paris, you said?
Yes.
Okay. And where did you go after Dublin?
I returned to Washington.
And did you and Anna have plans for Christmas Eve?
Yes.
And what did you do for Christmas Eve?
We drove out to Annapolis to have dinner with friends of mine.
Yeah.
And where did you have dinner?
The Annapolis Yacht Club.
Man, she didn't care about her kids on Christmas? That's what pissed me off. She didn't care about her kids, this lady, Anna Walsh. She just left. She didn't want to spend time with her family and her children on Christmas. Wow, that's fucked up.
And where did you and Anna go after dinner in Annapolis?
Yeah, exactly. That she ditched her kids on the holiday. That's fucked up, Cat Rendell. Wow.
We went back to my home in Washington.
And
Went back to my home.
and did you spend the night there together?
We did.
And what
Wow.
did you do on Christmas morning?
Well, here we go.
It had snowed the night before, so Anna's flight had been delayed or canceled. She left because I was taking custody of my children either later that day or the next day in anticipation of taking a winter vacation with them.
And do you do you know where Anna went on Christmas Day?
She eventually ended up driving back to Massachusetts.
And I'm sorry?
I didn't say anything.
I'm sorry. So she went to Massachusetts to Cohasset?
Yes, I believe so.
And did you and Anna discuss how Brian Walsh reacted to Anna not being in Cohasset on Christmas Eve and getting there later on Christmas Day?
She told me that they had an argument about it, and there were some points of contention.
All right, Allie booked. I'll take a look at it later. Thank you, Allie.
Did you and Anna discuss any stressors about that, or any stressors in her marriage to Brian?
The biggest stressor was his inability to resolve his criminal case, and the fact that because of that, she couldn't be with her children and bring them back to Washington, D.C., and the fact that it felt like it was holding up her life.
Was there any discussion about credit cards?
Yes.
And what was that?
Anna was the primary breadwinner with her job in Washington. And one evening, she was looking through her credit card statement and had found numerous charges that Brian had made. And they had a conversation about it that was heated. It was about some sports memorabilia that he had purchased for some sort of sports memorabilia business.
When was the last time, I'm sorry, were you and Anna making plans to go on any other trips in 2023?
Yes.
Yeah, she must have told him a lot of things, man, because he has a lot of information, right? How does he know all these details? I don't know. Good question, Cat Rendell. That's what I was asking myself as well. Like, how does he know? I guess she told him everything. She was telling him a lot. Apparently, you know, I didn't know that she was cheating on him and had another boyfriend and going out skiing and having sex and not coming back home with the kids. I would be pissed off if I was him too. I don't know. I don't think I would be able to kill anybody about that, but a lot of people are available, or a lot of people are able to kill when it comes down to something like this in person to yourself. You don't know. You never know what you're capable of until you do it. Maybe I am capable of killing someone. I don't know. I imagine you have to be very angry and jealous and upset. You can't play with people's feelings. You can't play with people's feelings. Especially if you're married, you got a boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. You can't do that when you're married, man. Not when you're married. Boyfriend, girlfriend, just boyfriend, girlfriend. It's not that serious. But when you're married to somebody, I don't know. You shouldn't be doing that stuff.
Was in Idaho with my children for New Year's. Was flying back to Washington, D.C., and we had planned to celebrate New Year's together on the 4th.
And were you going to go to any other locations together, any vacation locations?
While we were communicating over New Year's, we had talked about doing a trip to New York City.
New York.
Tishman Speyer, the company that Anna works for, has an ownership interest in Rockefeller Center. So she had mentioned wanting to go to New York, and we had discussed it. I think we may have even planned it at one point. But I was concerned coming back from Idaho that I would need to be back on the job, and I didn't want to commit to travel before coming back to the office.
Wow. That's crazy.
So you said you went to Idaho. When was that?
I left early morning, December 27th.
And did you communicate with Anna while you were in Idaho?
I did.
And how did you communicate?
Through text message and through Instagram.
And how did you communicate through Instagram?
Through the private messenger feature.
And what is the private messenger feature?
Within the application of Instagram, you can send a private message to users.
And did you voluntarily provide text messages from between you and Anna to the Commonwealth?
Yes, he has children.
Yes, I did.
I think he has. I'm not sure how many children he has. I know maybe one or two. I'm not sure how many, but he does have children or a child.
Your Honor, may we be seen at sidebar?
You may.
I don't know, man. It's crazy. Wow. I can't believe she went with this guy on holidays to spend time with him and have time with him. Oh, man, that's fucked up, man. That's fucked up. You don't do that, man. That's just fucked up. What's wrong? Not his fault. He's a single guy. He did what he did. It was her fault. He's sitting there like, fucking motherfucker. You were fucking my wife behind my back? That's what he's saying.
You redacted. You can get off the stand for a minute.
What's hard is you need
I'll give you
redacted.
a few minutes to take a look at the proposed redactions and.
Okay.
What's going
when
on?
you're
What
ready For me
happened?
to come back out on the bench to address those,
What happened?
I'm happy to.
Hey, Your Honor.
Wait, what happened? I don't know what happened. Live court is on a break. I wonder what happened. Did they explain? Let me see.
Brief break.
A brief break.
Facilities, grab some water. We'll be back out shortly.
All rise to the court, please. Jurors, close your notebooks. Follow me.
They didn't say. I don't know. All right, I'm just going to come back. I need a snack, beer. Hold on.
Thank you.
All rise to the court, please. Jurors entering.
back open. You may be seated.
And you may proceed.
Thank you.
You may.
Mr. Fassel, do you recognize that document?
Yes, these are the text messages that I provided law enforcement.
Thank you. And who are these text messages with?
They're between Anna Walshe and myself.
I'd ask that this be the next exhibit.
Subject to the prior objections, any new objections?
No, Your Honor.
The text message packet, how many pages is it? Well, I'll have somebody count that.
43 pages.
43 pages. 43 pages of text messages between Anna Walshe and William Fastow are now in evidence.
Did I miss anything? Did I miss anything?
Messages that I provided law enforcement.
Thank you. And who are these text messages with?
They're between Anna Walshe and myself.
I'd ask that this be the next exhibit.
Subject to the prior objections, any new objections?
No, Your Honor.
The text message packet, how many pages is it? Well, I'll have somebody count that.
43 pages?
43 pages. 43 pages of text messages.
Damn, that's a lot.
Between Anna Walshe and William Fastow are now in
Holy
evidence as
moly.
Exhibit 145.
Oh my God.
Thank you.
And Your Honor, if I might again approach the witness and stand there for one moment.
You may.
Mr. Fastow, this is a printout that you gave, correct?
Yes.
And if you could just tell us who's in the blue and who's in the gray?
Anna Walshe is in the gray. My messages are in the blue.
Thank you. And in the course of this, you and Anna text some pictures as well, is that right?
That's correct.
And going to page 40.
Yes.
What is that a picture of?
That's a toothbrush that Anna had given me that she had left at my house, and I had packed it to bring with me to Idaho.
And what does that toothbrush say on it?
It says Cohasset Dental.
And sir, these text messages also discuss intimacy, is that right?
Yes, I believe so.
And your trip to Dublin?
Yes.
And you also received a photograph, which is in that, well, you received several other photographs, which are in those text messages from Anna, and one of them is on Apologize, Your Honor. One of them is with her son, is that right?
One of the pictures?
Yes.
Yes.
And she sent you that And it says Anna and her son, is that correct?
Yes.
And she's showing you something that he made her, is that right?
Yes, I believe that's correct.
May I approach her?
No,
may.
you may not approach. Just approach. What's that?
And is this that photo?
Yes.
And is that the necklace she's trying to show you?
Yes.
I'd ask that this be the next exhibit.
Objection, Your Honor.
That will be marked, the photo will be marked and admitted as Exhibit 146.
And Your Honor, this is blurred per the court's instructions.
Yes, so can I just see it quickly?
Oh, man.
All right, so can I see counsel beside the bench?
Oh my God, what are they doing?
Making.
Thank you. She also sends you a photo on New Year's Eve as well.
She did.
May I approach?
You may.
I'd ask if you recognize this photograph.
Yes.
And what is this a photograph of?
This is a picture of Anna, our mutual friend Jen Mutlow, and one of her children.
I ask that this be the next exhibit.
Any objection?
None, Your Honor.
The photo of Anna Walsh, Jim Metlu, and the minor child are now in evidence as Exhibit 147.
You want for eyebrows?
This photograph is not redacted, child, so I'm not going to publish it at this time.
Okay.
Eyebrows. Fancy eyebrows. You want to talk about eyebrows, Cat Rendell?
When did you plan to return from Idaho?
I was scheduled and I left on January 3rd.
And when did you return from Idaho?
I believe I came back very early the morning of January 4th. I think it was probably right around like midnight or 1 or 2 a.m.
And did you have plans to celebrate New Year's with Anna?
I did.
And when did you make those plans?
When I was in Idaho and she was in Cohasset.
And what were your plans for? When were your plans for?
Our plans were to have dinner on January 4th to celebrate New Year's and discuss our 1, 3, 5, and 10-year plans.
And what had you and Anna discussed about your future together?
We'd had a number of conversations about what a life together might look like, what merging two families would look like, how that might work. But I had always said to Anna that she needed to figure out how she wanted things to be with Brian and what she wanted to look like for her life before, we could make any sort of commitments or decisions.
And did you have dinner reservations for January 4th?
I did.
Wow.
Did you have dinner on January 4th?
I did not.
What was the last contact that you had with Anna Walsh?
I received a text message from Anna. It was a Happy New Year's message right around the stroke of midnight on New Year's Eve, East Coast time.
Did you respond to her?
I believe I did.
And then did you send her anything?
The following day, I had sent her a photo of me showing one of my children how to ski. I had sent her, I think, a waving hand emoji. I think I'd sent a question mark query and then a couple of other texts over the next day or two that were not responded to.
After New Year's.
Did you try calling her?
I did.
When was that?
I believe I tried calling her on January 2nd.
Oh, man. She died
And
already.
it went straight to voicemail.
Yeah, she was dead.
I tried that a couple times, and then I
That's crazy.
called her from a landline, thinking that she may have blocked my cell phone.
Did she ever answer you?
She did not.
Were you concerned?
I was.
Did you have any contact with Brian Walsh after you sold the townhouse to Anna?
I may have had a call or two with him discussing the townhouse. I don't really recall. It would have been dealing with property matters. And then he called me on January 4th.
And did you answer that call?
I did not.
What did you do?
I pushed the call to my voicemail.
Why'd you do that?
I was in an intimate relationship with his wife. I had not heard from her in several days, and frankly, I was concerned that maybe he had found out and was calling to confront me.
Oh, yeah.
Did he leave you a voicemail?
No,
Did you call him back?
I did not, but he called me a few hours later again.
Oh.
When was that?
A few hours after the initial call, so maybe mid-morning, noonish. I couldn't tell
I
exactly.
wonder what he's going to say to him.
And did you answer that second call?
No, I pushed that to voicemail as well.
Why, bitch? He should have
Did
answered
Brian
it.
Walsh leave you a voicemail?
The second time he did.
Oh.
And did you provide that voicemail to law enforcement?
Yes, I did.
I wonder what that said. Give it to us, baby. Give it to us. I want to hear it.
Your Honor, I'd ask that the voicemail be the next exhibit.
Any objection?
No, Your Honor.
The voicemail message from Brian Walsh to William Fasto is now in evidence as Exhibit 148.
You want to play it? This is gonna need a what? A binder?
I'd ask Ms. Gilman to play that now.
Oh, we can hear
Good
it.
afternoon, William. It's Brian Walsh. Hope all is going well. I was just reaching out to basically everybody I could. Anna hasn't been in touch for a few days. I spoke to work today. She hasn't been in. They went to the house and she wasn't there, or it looks like she's been there recently.
Well, how did he get his number?
Just wondering if you've spoken to her.
Wait, how did he get her number? His number? I don't know how he got his number. That's weird. Something strange.
In the near, recently, like Sunday or the last 2 days. Just so let me know, or if you know anyone that might have had contact with her, calling everyone. So sorry to bother you. Sure, everything's fine, and you can reach me at 617-939-8646. Thanks.
Oh my God.
What did you do after receiving that voicemail, sir?
I immediately called Brian back.
And what happened when you called Brian back?
I told him that I was concerned. We had discussed that Anna had been missing since New Year's Day. And I was actually driving at the time that I made the call. I told him that I was nearby the house and that I could stop by the house and check to see if she was there, if that would be beneficial.
And
Wow.
what did you,
I wonder if he knew.
did you do that?
I did.
Did she know? Does anybody know if he knew that this guy was fucking his girl, his wife? Like, seriously. Did he know about that already or no? He said sold him a bun. He sold him a house, Rich. Wait, who sold who a house? He sold him a house? My neighbor is making mad noise again. I'm gonna have to complain tomorrow about my neighbor making all that noise with the music and shit. They're blasting music right now at like, what, 1:19 a.m.? That's ridiculous, man. Wow. That's fucked up. I should go bang on their door and have them stop playing the fucking music.
And how did you get in?
He is cat, I agree. No, not yet. Is the baby next door blasting the music? Remember? Yeah, I don't know where the baby's probably not there today. The baby's probably someplace else. I don't know. I don't know who they give. I'm not sure what type of apartment that is. Maybe they're just renting it out to different people, like a house, like a home or something like that. I don't know. It's probably not a house or an apartment where people live, like me. It's probably like one of those rental places. You rent it for a couple of weeks or whatever. I don't know. How the fuck am I supposed to know how old the baby is? I don't know how. How am I supposed to know how old that baby is? Ashley said the dude cheated. The dude she cheated with, it was the guy who sold either him or her a house. They knew each other. I don't know. I'm not sure who that guy is. I'm not sure, Earth, to Ashley, who that guy is.
Into the house?
Brian provided me the garage code. I opened the garage and entered the garage bay underneath the house.
And was there a car in the garage?
There was not.
Was there usually a car in the garage?
Anna usually parked in the garage, yes.
And did Anna have a car?
Yes.
Do you know what kind?
I believe it was a Volkswagen Taz.
Did she have one car, two cars, if you know?
Just one car that I know of.
Do you know, did you look inside the house?
I checked the door leading from the garage to the house. That door was locked, so I couldn't enter the house.
Did you notice any damage to the house?
I did not.
And what did you do after going to the house?
I called Brian, let him know that there was no sign that she was there, that her car wasn't there. It didn't look like anyone had been home. And then I actually came back later that evening and checked the garage again in the hopes that she might have shown up.
And did you see anything at that time?
No, it was the same.
Your Honor, I approached.
You may.
Wow. That music is way too loud. Seriously.
That necklace.
Way too loud.
Yes.
What is that?
It is it's a Gucci pendant necklace that Anna wore frequently.
Thank you. I'd ask that this be the next exhibit.
Any objection?
None, Your Honor.
Where you going, Cat Randall?
You also recognize.
Marked and admitted as Exhibit 149.
Cat Randall, you leaving already? Don't be a little bitch.
Do you recognize anything else in the photograph?
She's wearing a Cartier watch, which was her primary timepiece. And I believe it's hard to tell with the resolution of the photo, but it looks like she's wearing her engagement ring.
Thank you very much. Your Honor, I'd ask that this be published to the jury again. This is.
And bang on the wall 10 times.
You may, and you can publish it electronically, and you can do it the old-fashioned way also.
I'd ask to do it the more modern way.
All right. Go right ahead,
Thank you.
as you wish.
Thank you. You had said that you had communicated with her after New Year's Eve. Did you only text her, or did you also communicate through Instagram or other platforms?
I tried to call her through using the cell phone, the landline in Idaho. I sent her text messages, and I probably messaged her through Instagram, but I don't recall.
No, I'm sorry. I'm specifically referring to when you texted her like Happy New Year at New Year's at midnight. Was that on text message, through Instagram, or something else, if you remember?
It would have been text message or Instagram.
Okay. Thank you. And have you seen Anna Walsh since December 25th of 2022?
I have not.
Thank you, Mr. Fastow.
Cross-exam.
Cross-exam. This is going to be a long one. A long cross-exam, guys.
Good morning.
213.
You had mentioned that you met Anna Walsh, I guess, in the late winter, early spring of 2022?
Yes.
And you were introduced to her through a mutual friend, Jem Mutlu?
Correct.
And Mr. Mutlu is also in the real estate business?
He is.
And at first you were introduced because Mrs. Walsh was looking for a property in the DC area to relocate her family.
Correct.
And you assisted her in, excuse me, finding the townhouse?
I did.
Okay. And when you were looking or showing her that townhouse, at some point you FaceTime with Mr. Walsh, who was back in Boston, so he could see the property as well?
Yes.
And this was a property for the whole family?
Yes.
Okay. I think you said that quickly you guys became confidants?
Yes.
Okay, and when you say confidants, do you mean really good friends? Would you share secrets? Would you commiserate about being, hardworking? What do you mean by confidant?
We were both at very vulnerable times in our lives. I was dealing with a separation and what was soon to be a full-fledged divorce.
Okay.
And initially, unbeknownst to me, but became quite obvious, is that she was dealing with a pretty substantial family legal trouble.
Okay, let me start with, you had mentioned your separation. When you met Anna Walsh in that late winter, early spring, you were recently separated.
My wife and I had been estranged since late November to early December I guess it would have been 2021.
Okay, so just a few months.
Yeah.
Okay, and you had 2 young sons?
Yes.
Okay. And
he had 2 kids. He had 2
I
sons.
think you had mentioned
2
that
sons he has.
Mrs. Walsh, Anna Walsh, had described an argument that she had with Brian Walsh about some charges on a credit card.
Yes.
So they had an argument about finances or money.
Yes.
Okay. During your marriage, did you ever have an argument or disagreement with your wife about finances or money?
Yes.
You had also mentioned that there was an argument, I guess, on or around Christmas Day between Anna Walsh and Brian Walsh, right?
Yes.
Okay. And am I correct? Excuse me. Am I correct that this argument was because she was delayed in coming home?
Yes.
On Christmas Day?
Yes.
Okay. And so it's Christmas Day they have 3 sons, and her flight gets canceled, and she's late coming up, right?
Yes.
And so, from what you talked to her about, that was upsetting to Mr. Walsh.
Yes.
The property that she purchased for the family, that was about $1.3 million?
Yes.
And was it paid for in cash? Was there a mortgage?
I believe there was a mortgage.
Okay. And it was a 4-floor townhouse?
Yes.
How many bedrooms?
4.
4. So 1 for each boy, and then a master bedroom for Mr. Walsh and Anna Walsh?
Correct.
Okay. When you initially became friends with Anna Walsh, I think you said you would communicate with her through text message and Instagram?
Yes.
And Instagram, you said it's private. I think the kids say DM, you would DM each other?
Sure.
Okay. So when you were communicating on Facebook, you weren't posting romantic, intimate messages on her public Facebook page?
I was not.
Okay. And I think you had told us that you would comment on her page, but would you comment like, love you, can't wait to see you soon? Or would it be something like, oh, fun night or great pic?
It was more the latter.
Okay. So they weren't flirtatious, open messages?
No.
Okay. And you had mentioned on her Instagram that I think, or maybe you didn't, she would post a lot.
Yes.
Okay. You were never in any of those photographs?
I believe that she referenced me in one of those photographs. She had attended a yoga event that I had hosted.
Okay.
And she had posted a picture of herself at that event, and I believe that she had tagged me in that photo.
Well, you were the host, right?
Yes.
You set it up.
Yes.
So she went, it was like, hashtag thanks Will for yoga type thing.
Yes.
Okay. And your Instagram page, you weren't posting pictures of the 2 of you on that page?
I was not.
Okay. The timeline of your relationship with Anna, how quickly did it go from friends to more than friends?
Fairly quickly.
Bless you. So were you intimate with her after a week, after a month? When did you start becoming intimate?
To be honest, I don't remember the exact moment, but I
Okay.
know it
So
was
she was cheating.
very shortly after her move to
So
Washington,
she was
D.C.
Okay.
cheating, right?
You had mentioned, I think, that things
cheating on
had
her.
gotten more serious in July.
Right? Guys, I'm just going to confirm. Anna Walsh was cheating on her husband, right? Can we confirm that or no? Or am I moving? Or am I way ahead of myself? All right, no more good night to Cat Randall. Goodbye, Cat Randall. Leave already. See you tomorrow. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. So, guys, does anybody know the answer to my question? Ashley, do you know the answer? She had a lover? Okay. Yeah, this guy, right? This was her lover. So she was, so Cat Randall, she was cheating, right? Cat lover? Cat Randall? Cat lover. I called you Cat lover. That's your new name, Cat lover. Oh, so all right, she was cheating. All right, I just wanted to make sure. Thank you.
So it had been going on for a few months at that point?
That's correct.
Okay. So from the spring of 2022 through New Year's Eve of 2022, during your conversations or time with Anna Walsh, she never told you that Brian was suspicious of you?
I had asked Anna what Brian's reaction would be if she
My
ever found
question
out.
is not what you asked her. My question is, at no point did she ever come to you concerned and say, I think my husband knows I have an affair or he's suspicious of you?
We had one episode where Brian called me while we were out to dinner, and I showed the phone to Anna because it was unusual for Brian to call me.
That was weird.
Anna then later called Brian, and Brian had claimed that one of their children had taken his phone and called me by accident. That would be the closest thing that had happened where we felt concerned that maybe Brian had found out.
No
So
shit.
I guess I'm not asking if you felt concerned. I mean, you're having an illicit affair. You're always kind of concerned someone's going to find out, right?
I mean, I suppose.
My question to you is, did Anna ever text you or call
I
you and say,
suppose.
look, I think Brian is suspicious that I'm having an affair?
Anna never texted or called me and said that she felt that Brian knew that we were having an affair.
You had mentioned that you had introduced or socialized with your friends and Anna Walsh.
Yes.
The friends that you had that you would socialize with Anna Walsh, they weren't connected to Brian in any way?
No. Except for Jem Mutlow.
Okay, and did Jem Mutlow ever come to DC?
He did not, but we had correspondence.
Okay. And as far as you know,
It is wrong.
well, let me ask you this. You didn't tell Jem
You're
Mutlow
not
about
supposed to have an affair.
I don't recall.
You don't recall? Okay.
I never had an affair
Anna
like
never
that.
told Jem Mutlow
I was never
about
married
your
to have an affair.
relationship.
I'm sorry, is that a question?
It sure is.
I don't know what Anna told Jem Mutlow or what she did.
Wait, what happened?
It sure is. About your relationship with Anna. As far as you know, well, let me ask you this. You didn't tell Jem Mutlow about your relationship with Anna.
I don't recall.
You don't recall? Okay. Anna never told Jem Mutlow about your relationship.
I'm sorry, is that a question?
It sure is.
I don't know what Anna told Jem Mutlow or what she didn't.
So Jem Mutlow was the reason you guys met, right?
Correct.
You guys, or you were good friends?
I would say that we were professional associates.
Okay.
Actually, let me couch that. I would say we were friends.
Okay.
I kind of feel less for her now. You know? I kind of feel less. I kind of feel less for her now because she was cheating on her husband. I don't like that. I don't like when people cheat on their boyfriend or girlfriend or husband and wife, especially husband and wife. They're husband and wife, and they have children together. You don't cheat on your spouse. She fucked up. That's why she's dead. No, it does not mean cheating. Certainly does not mean death. But some people can't handle it. And to that person, like in this case, he felt that it means death. And I don't know what I have to read the text messages they sent to each other or whatever messages were sent to each other. But I don't know. Maybe we'll get to that part eventually. The text messages that they sent to each other, or it might have been verbal on the telephone. I don't know. Yeah, he can feel his way to jail, and she's dead. So there you go. I'm sure he feels good, I bet. Can't be cheating on your husband and wife, man. It's not good. It's not
Did
cool.
you and Anna ever socialize with Jem Mutlow together?
It's not cool.
Not to my knowledge, no. Not that I recall.
So did you ever go to dinner with Jem and hold hands with Anna, flirt with her in front
No.
of Jem? No. So would it be fair to say that you were keeping this from a mutual friend of yours?
I don't know if I was keeping it from him. Jem Mutlow and I had numerous conversations during the time that I knew Anna. We've had conversations following Anna's disappearance. And frankly, it's a little difficult for me to tell you what Jem knew or when or what I told him. I mean, this is something that's played out over 3 years, so.
Your answer is you don't know if you ever told Jem Mutlu about your romantic relationship with Anna Walsh.
I don't know if I told her before she disappeared.
Okay. So you talked to him after?
Yes,
And you told him after that you were in a romantic relationship
he certainly knew after that we were in a romantic relationship.
because you told him?
Yes, I believe so.
But you don't know if you told him when you and Anna were dating?
I cannot recall if I told him before or after.
Okay. You had mentioned on direct that you and Anna had conversations about your future.
Yes,
And going into the Christmas holidays, I know you were going to Idaho, Anna Walsh was planning to head back. At that point, there was never any specific plan for Anna to tell Brian about her relationship with you.
not that I'm aware.
Well, you've been asked questions and testified about this
Crooked eyes?
before, right?
Really?
That's correct.
You think he had crooked
And
eyes?
when you testified, am I correct
I
that
don't think so.
either Mr. Connor or Ms. Yaz were asking you questions about the nature of your relationship with Mrs. Walsh?
Is this reference to the grand jury testimony?
Yep. In fact, let me probably ask you this. Have you had a chance before you flew up today to review your grand jury testimony?
I reviewed my grand jury testimony with the state via a call that was, I think, over a month or two ago.
Okay. So you were specifically asked in March of 2022 if there was any specific plan to tell Brian about your relationship with Anna, and you told the grand jury that day that there was not.
That is correct.
Okay. So there was no plan as Anna went home for Christmas to be with her family that she was going to come clean and tell Brian about you.
As I said, there was no plan that I was aware of.
She never told you, hey, Will, I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna talk to Brian, I'm gonna blow up my marriage and come be with you. She never told you that.
That is correct.
She didn't tell you, I really want to tell him I just want to be with you before she went home for Christmas.
Objection.
That's did it on Christmas.
Sustained.
That's fucked up. You don't do this on Christmas.
That is correct.
And another sad part. Another sad part is Christmas and New Year's. You don't go see your family on Christmas and New Year's, but you go out with some guy. You date some guy on Christmas, wherever he did it. I mean, seriously, come on. Come on, Anna Walsh. That's not cool, Anna. You should have went home to see your family, especially your children.
You guys never communicated on Facebook Messenger, right?
We may have, I don't recall.
Well, did you have a Facebook page?
Yes,
And did Anna have a Facebook page?
yes.
And did you turn over any Facebook messages between yourself and Mrs. Walsh to the police?
I don't believe so.
Yeah, they did. I'm sure they had to have, no? Didn't they? Didn't,
I think you had told us
subpoena them?
that
They would have subpoenaed them, I thought.
Anna would never want, or maybe I'm paraphrasing, but Anna would never want her husband, Brian, to find out about the two of you inadvertently, right?
Correct.
That I think you mentioned integrity was the word that she used, that if anyone was going to tell him, she wanted to be the person to do that.
Correct.
And at least in December, heading into Christmas, there was no plan to tell him.
Not that I was aware of.
You had mentioned that you guys would go to dinners together.
Yes,
Did you ever go to dinner with a woman by the name of Alyssa Kirby?
not that I recall.
And Alyssa Kirby is a good friend of Anna's that also lived in DC,
Yes,
and she would socialize with Alyssa Kirby.
yes,
You also mentioned that you go to bars together.
yes.
Would Alyssa Kirby ever join you and have a few drinks, the three of you?
Not that I recall.
I think you mentioned that you brought her to some work functions.
Yes,
Okay. And at those work functions, as far as you knew, there was no one who knew Brian Walsh at those work functions.
that's correct.
and again, not to belabor this, but I think you went on boating trips, you went to the movies. This was with either just Anna or with your friends?
Yes, the only exception to that was I did go to a work event that Anna's company held. It was a Tishman Speyer Architects Forum.
Okay, and this was in DC?
Yes.
And Tishman Speyer is one of the things they do, is there a real estate management company? And I'm probably fumbling that.
I think that they're a real estate management and development and investment company.
Okay, and you're a realtor?
Yes.
Okay, so when you were there, were you kind of talking
he's a
shop with other
realtor.
people there or colleagues there?
I was there in a professional capacity.
In a professional capacity?
He's a
Yes?
realtor. I
Yes.
know he's a
Okay,
realtor.
and again, as far as you knew, there was no one at this professional, or this function you went to for professional reasons that Mr. Walsh would know?
Not that I'm familiar with, no.
And I'm assuming, because you mentioned you were there in a professional capacity, you guys aren't holding hands and kissing and flirting with each other in front of other people?
No.
We are not, but I was her guest.
No.
Excuse me?
I was
They
her
wouldn't-
guest. I
that
was
would be fucked
invited
up.
by Anna Walsh.
No, I understand, but at this function that you just,
Yo, that would be fucked up. If they were out there making out, kissing, flirting with each other. She's married. Oh my God. That would be so fucked up.
described, you were there professionally as a real estate agent. You guys aren't playing kissy face and holding hands in front of people.
No.
Big kissy face. Hey, you want to play some kissy face with me? Ray, let's play kissy face, Ray.
You had mentioned that Mrs. Walsh had talked to you about Brian's federal case, right?
Yes.
And in the summer of 2022, the expectation and hope was that Mr. Walsh would not have to go to jail.
That was my understanding.
Hey, kiss,
And the
kiss.
plan was for the entire family to relocate down
Kissy face, polka dot.
to DC
Yes.
and live in that townhouse.
Yes.
And I think you had said that Mrs. Walsh was the breadwinner.
Yes.
And so her job was, you know, she had kind of the big job, so then that's where the family would go.
Yes.
I want to talk to you a little bit about her job and her hours. I think you had said you'd see her 2 to 3 times a week. Roughly, what were her hours Monday through Friday?
I don't honestly know. I assume they were 9 to 5, unless she had to work late for either an event they were hosting or management responsibilities with one of the properties that she was in charge of.
Okay, so it wouldn't be uncommon that she might have
Yeah,
to
it's
work
upstairs.
late or go to a function?
Yes.
Okay. And were there ever any times where she'd have to go in early for a meeting or something came up?
Probably.
Okay. And you mentioned, I guess, professional functions. How often would that happen?
I couldn't say.
Okay.
Just object.
Well, I'll talk to you about that in a minute, but we're going to go to our morning break.
Oh, morning break.
All right, please. Put your notebooks, follow me.
The witness may step down. What's the objection?
I think she's asking things that he said he doesn't know.
So she wants you to lay the foundation.
I didn't hear what she said,
She
sorry.
said, he said he didn't know. Everybody can be seated. We don't all have to all be
Didn't know.
standing. He didn't,
Know what she did, her works.
Oh, that's fine.
she's just asking you to lay the foundation that he has a basis for knowing.
Okay.
Anybody need anything?
No, thank you.
All right.
Nice.
All rise.
Guys, I'm leaving. The lab is streaming. Go say hi. I'm leaving a message saying, "Hey, lab, what's up, bro? We both live streaming." You see him? Look. That's the lab right now. Let's listen to a moment.
You know, I was thinking, I go, what, you know, can you imagine picking up that phone and it being him? I mean, they had to scrub the blood off the walls of the apartment. My grandpa did.
That's unfathomable.
I mean, it's just, the whole thing it was just asinine. Such a crazy thing to do.
But I always say the people who go around saying I love you without understanding what it is to love anything, are very dangerous people. It's like giving a driver's license to a kid, before he knows how to drive, and he gets in the car and goes out and kills somebody. There's a recklessness to using that phrase and thinking you're feeling love without having any idea what it means.
Someone just gifted 10 lab memberships. What a nice gift. Wow. Who's gonna give 10 memberships in my chat, guy? Who's gonna be the one gifting 10 memberships?
Arguing over the baby with Solomon, and the one who was really the mother was the one who said, let her have it, so you don't have to cut it in half. That's how you know somebody loves. They give away, they don't take. And I just think it's very interesting when you see it that way. You understand how many people are foolishly going around destroying lives, thinking they know how to love anything or anyone, but they're idiots. And we've all been affected by people who go around using the L word, who have no business using it. People that tell us they love us, and a couple of years later they're walked out or cheating, have that they're too selfish to know how to love anybody. They get and then other people have had these people that are masters of it. Masters of it. The kind of person who would never even think of themselves until you were okay.
Dr. Gary, when I was 3 years old, and Jenny Lang, thank you so much. And Melissa is such a kind-hearted person. Thank you for that as well. We'll end it right here.
Good. But what a powerful way to end.
Absolutely. But when I was 3 years old and I was talking to my therapist, the therapist at 3 years old, psychologist or whatever she was, her name was Diane Green. I don't even remember saying this. It's just on the transcript of our very first, interview. Back in the day, what they do is they would take a tape recorder. She was, through the county. So, she took the tape recorder and put it in. I remember doing it. We would talk a little bit before.
All right. Well, here, hold on.
Record button.
Interesting.
And then she would type out the transcripts, or her assistant or whoever it is. In those, I said to her, I asked a question, and I've said this, I've told people this before, but I said, my dad says that he loved my mom and he killed her. My dad says that he loves me.
Wow.
Does that mean he's going to kill me too?
Wow.
And
that's crazy.
That's disturbing, Josh. That story shoots through you like a bullet when you say it. I mean, I can picture you as a little kid saying that. That's powerful stuff.
I was confused.
You were traumatized, of course.
I was lost.
Yeah. Dear Lord.
I don't even remember saying it, but
filling story.
They all remember it,
That's tough,
and so anyway, this isn't all about me. Melissa, I appreciate you calling in, and thank you so much. Chris, anything going out?
All right, I'm gonna save that. All right, that's later. Let me go back in the trial. Well, that's crazy. So bad. All right, let me fast forward so we can get to the end of it and go to bed. Well, I'm getting off after this break. After this witness, I'm getting off, guys. Continue tomorrow.
Jury's entering.
I think 5 more minutes, I think.
For me, please, okay? Thank
Yes, sir.
You may proceed.
Thank you, Judge. Good afternoon, or good morning again. Before the break, we were talking about whether or not there was any definitive plan for Anna to tell Brian about your relationship. I want to talk to you a little bit more about conversations that you did have with her in which she told you that if Brian was going to find out, she wanted it to be from her, right?
Yes.
And that it would really upset her if he found out any other way.
Yes.
To the point where it would devastate her if Brian ever found out that she was having an affair.
Yes.
And you had mentioned, I think on direct, that you had conversations about a future together,
Yes.
but you never had extensive, concrete conversations about being together and when that would happen.
Correct.
And at the time, at this time frame, that summer, fall, and winter of 2022, you were also in no position to openly start a new relationship with another person.
If you mean that I had not finalized my divorce, that is correct.
No, you were in a position that because your older son would have been devastated if you started bringing another woman around.
Yes, I did say that.
And if I'm correct, I believe on page 36 of Exhibit 145, which are text messages that you turned over, oh, apologize. No, it is 36. And this is, the text message that you turned over, just to be clear, are from December 29th of 2022 through January 5th of 2023.
I assume that's correct.
Want me to approach so you can look at it?
Sure.
Your Honor,
You certainly may.
am I correct in the text messages that you provided? It starts at December 29th of 2022?
Yes, that's what it says on the cover page here.
And on page 36, and I can approach again if you need it, you say, "He can't imagine me with someone else. Like all children of separated parents, he deeply wants us to reconcile. Introducing him to someone else would destroy that fantasy. It would crush him now." Right?
Yes.
And that was right around Christmas time and New Year's that you texted Anna Walsh that.
Yes.
So you had no intentions of having
Braxton, how you doing, bro?
any immediate plans to openly start dating Anna Walsh with your two young boys.
Correct.
You were a concerned dad. You loved your son. You were protective of his feelings.
Yes.
At the same time you were having conversations just about her marriage and your relationship, you knew that it was always a possibility after having these conversations that Anna would stay with Brian, the father of her children.
Yes.
And while she would talk to you about arguments they had about finances or the stress of his federal case, she always spoke to you about him in a positive light.
Yes.
And you knew from her words, that she cared for him deeply.
Very much so.
And I believe during these times when you would talk about her relationship with Brian Walsh, she wanted everyone to see him in the light that she saw him.
Very much so.
What does that mean? What does that mean? In a good way? Is that a good thing? Or is that a bad thing? I don't know.
The text messages that you turned over to the police, is it fair to say that the police asked you questions about whether or not you had any information that Mr. Walsh had discovered your affair with his wife?
Yes, I'd say that's fair.
Okay. And you understood that anything that could help them in determining if Mr. Walsh had discovered your relationship, you would turn over or it would be helpful.
Yes.
And so I asked you about Facebook and you said you don't remember.
That's correct.
Well, so you don't remember if you would send any flirtatious, sexy, or intimate messages or posts on Facebook? Isn't that something you would remember? if you're trying to keep it a secret?
I don't recall if I used Facebook Messenger as a means of communication with Anna Walsh. I would periodically delete messages. I don't recall if I had deleted messages from Facebook. I had certainly deleted messages from Instagram and text messages I had had over the term of our relationship.
Well, why are you deleting stuff?
Why not?
Honestly, I said things to Anna that I might have found embarrassing that I just didn't want to look at, so I would delete the messages.
But you weren't trying to hide it from anyone. It was just your own kind of squeamishness or embarrassness from whatever you had sent.
Yeah.
Okay. One moment, Your Honor.
Yes.
And fast
Nothing
forward.
further. Thank you, sir.
The
Nothing
witness
further.
may step down.
Oh, he's done. The witness is done, guys. That was interesting. That was good. That was good. I like that. I like watching that one. That was good. We learned a lot. We learned a lot. Wow.
Commonwealth may call its next witness.
What is he seeing in though? What did she? I mean, what did she see in this guy? Look.
Commonwealth
He doesn't
may
look,
call its.
he doesn't look like a handsome man. Do you guys think he's handsome? Anybody, ladies, in the chat? Do you guys think he's handsome? What do you guys think? What do you think about that guy? Handsome guy? Is he your type? Would you go on a date with him? Dr. Eve, you think he's handsome? Wow. Oh my God. Hey, really? Dr. Eve, really? I don't think he's handsome. Thank God, Ray Ray. No, I wouldn't go on a date. Okay. Wait, you wouldn't go on a date, but you think he's handsome. Were you saying yes that he's handsome, Dr. Eve, or what?
Commonwealth may call its next witness.
Commonwealth will call Christopher Murphy.
Correct? Okay, Dr. Eve. Braxton, would you go on a date with a guy, Braxton, or no? He's too ugly for you.
Right this way, sir.
Let me see who the next witness is.
You may.
Thank you. Sir, could you please state your name and spell your last name for the record?
Christopher Murphy, M-U-R-P-H-Y.
He's very
What do you
short.
do for work, sir?
5 minutes.
Construction.
Where were you working in January of 2023?
I was working at a painting company. I'm sorry, I haven't been working there for 3 years, so
It's okay.
it's been a while.
All right. So you were working at a painting company.
Yes,
How long do you think you were at that painting company?
a year.
And in that time, what were your responsibilities at that company?
I was a salesperson.
Okay. In January of 2023, were you running any specials at that point in time?
Yes.
What was the specials?
We were offering 15% off any work that people needed to have done.
And so how are you contacting people at this point in time to offer the special?
We were calling all our past customers that we had, we used to work for. And we do like a cold call kind of thing. And I called, a bunch of people that day, and the defendant was one of them.
Well, let me get to that. So when you were calling people, do you remember what phone number you were calling from? Was it a work number?
It was a work phone, yes.
And if I were to tell it to you, would it help? Would you actually? I'll ask you right now. Do you remember that work number right now?
No, I don't.
Because it's been 3 years. You haven't enough time to remember where you worked.
I don't remember my own number. But
All right.
Dr. E, what's a short king? Short kings are cool.
So at that point in time, was the number 774-534-2005 your work number?
Possible.
Okay, possible. So now, you said that you were calling people offering this special.
Hey, Hawk, how you doing, Hawk? Oh, Hawk F.
And so at any point in time, did you have the opportunity to reach out to Mr. Brian Walsh?
Yes, I did.
Okay, can you explain to us how?
Well, we got a list of customers that we had, that were past customers, and each salesperson got a certain list. My area was in the Hingham area. So I just went down the list and called customers, and he was, one of the customers on the list.
What day did you make this call?
January.
Okay, early or late?
Yeah, early, yeah.
Okay. And did you ever have the opportunity to connect with Mr. Walsh?
I did, yes.
And so what was the conversation you had with him?
Again, just talking about, work that possibly needed to be done, and he stated that he didn't need any work to be done.
Okay. And then did you ever have any subsequent communications with Mr. Walsh?
Excuse me, I'm sorry, can you repeat?
Did you ever have the chance to talk or communicate with him again?
Once, I believe.
Okay. And how did that occur?
It was really quick.
Quick? Was it a phone call or a text?
It was a phone call.
There's nothing done, nothing.
And who called who?
This is useless.
I called him first, and then
Useless.
I received a text later on during that day.
Fast
Okay.
forward. There's nothing.
And
Nothing happened.
They were pitched
okay.
to me, yes.
This is the phone. The pictures that you're looking at here, sir, are they the pictures that were sent to you, or are they pictures of the phone with the pictures on them?
No, they're pictures of the phone, but they were sent to me, yes.
Certainly. And are they your phone?
Yes.
This Commonwealth would seek to have these marked as the next two exhibits.
Any objection?
None, Your Honor.
Pictures of the phone, of the messages, are now in evidence as Exhibit 150, 151.
Are they going to show it? They're going to show it. Okay. They'll show it. They're going to show it now. Short,
Thank
cool
you.
kings. Short kings are cool.
You may.
Thank you.
I'm a tall
Ms.
king.
Gilman, if we could have what's now been marked as Exhibit 150, which has a file name of Christopher Murphy, pick page 1. Sir, can you see this on the screen?
Yes, I can.
Okay. So whose phone is it we're looking at on the screen?
That is my phone.
Okay. And sir,
What is that picture of?
we're looking at your phone. What is the message that begins this thread?
What the fuck is that? A threat?
Could you read it out loud?
A threat?
Let me just
You
change
threaten them?
glasses here. Oh, that's okay. It just says his address,
Okay. Does it say any names with
phone
it?
number.
Could you just read the message, sir?
It says, "Hello, Brian Walsh, S16 Chief Justice, Cushing Highway."
And does it have a phone number attached to it?
Yes, it does.
All right. And underneath that, sir, you said there's a picture?
Yes, there is.
All right. Ms. Gilman, can you scroll down again?
What the hell is that? A shoe?
Thank you. And
Someone's shoe?
can we have Exhibit 151, which is Christopher Murphy picks page 2? Sir, I'm going to direct your attention to the bottom of this thread. Ms. Gilman, if you could enhance this. Sir, at the end of the thread, what is the message?
It says, "Good morning. Let me know about the ceiling. Best, Brian."
And what's the date on the message?
January 6th.
So, sir, did you have any phone communications
Still
with
you?
Mr.
All right.
Walsh
All right,
besides the initial
glad
one
it's still you.
in relation to this damage to the ceiling?
No.
Okay. Nothing further, Your Honor.
Wait. What? What was that? What was the question?
Besides the initial. Did you have any phone communications with Mr. Walsh besides the initial one in relation to this damage to the ceiling?
No.
Okay. Nothing further, Your Honor.
Any cross-examination?
Why do
No
you send
questions,
that?
thank you, sir.
The witness may step down. Thank you.
What? All right. Well, that was a waste.
Suzanne Garland.
That was a waste.
Spell your last name.
Suzanne Garland, Garland.
And what is your occupation, ma'am?
I own a Bar Method studio. It's a bar workout in Hingham Center.
And how long have you owned the Bar Method in Hingham Center?
Since September of 2021, I opened the studio.
What's it called?
And is that a franchise?
It is.
Bar
September
Method? What
of
is it?
2020.
How long have you owned the Bar Method in Hingham Center?
The Bar Method, is that a real bar?
Since September of 2021, I opened the studio.
And is that a franchise?
It is, yes.
And how many Bar Methods are in the United States?
I think at this point about 100.
And where exactly is your studio?
100?
It's right in Hingham Center, sort of on South Street, 99 South Street, across from CVS.
That's a picture of a hole in the
And
ceiling.
how many employees do you have at your studio?
That didn't look like a picture of a hole in the ceiling, but thank you, Sean.
16.
And how many clients did you have in 2022 into 2023?
I would say about 160 active clients.
Weird.
And at that time, did you keep and maintain records for your business?
Yes.
And what kind of records did you maintain?
We maintained membership agreements and class history,
3 hours.
purchases, time and date of classes taken, the number of classes each client took.
All right, that's it. I'm done. Guys, I'm in live streaming. In 10 seconds, it'll be 3 hours. I'm getting off. I'm done. Scully, wake up, Scully. Scully, wake up. Oh, sorry, but I'm good sleeping. Guys, I gotta go to bed, man. I'm tired. The workout, Hawk F? Oh, okay. Well, I'll figure. We'll go through it tomorrow night in the stream tomorrow night, guys. Friday night stream. Tomorrow night, I'm gonna start like midnight, guys. Midnight tomorrow. 12 a.m. stream to 6 a.m. Been a pleasure. The weekend is here, guys. The weeks go so fast. I cannot believe tomorrow is already Friday. So I want to open my panel tomorrow night. Hope to see you there, Dr. Eve. 3 hour stream on the dot. 3 hours and 1 minute right now. 3 hours and 1 minute now. 3 hours and 1 minute. Oh, man. Have a good night, Sean. Have a good night. Dr. Eve, Hawk, Ray, Porosity, Sean B., Braxton, Cat Randall, Polka Dot Susan. I already said that already. Did I? Maybe not. Who else is still here? Whoever else is still here. Good night, guys. Wild Dog, good night. To be continued tomorrow, guys. I'm getting a haircut tomorrow. Everybody get a haircut tomorrow. Let's see how good you look tomorrow. I need a haircut, man. Let me tell you. I need a haircut. I need a haircut. A haircut. I love you guys. Doc Bones, good night. All right, guys, seriously. I'll see you guys tomorrow night, okay? Have a great Friday afternoon. Have a great Friday morning. Eat something healthy tomorrow. And that's it. Life is short. Enjoy life while you can. You never know when you'll be gone. A lot of things are happening in life these days. So be careful, guys. Watch your back. All right? Be good. And I'll see you later. Run that shit. Yeah, baby. Woo!
Tócate, tócate, tócate. Ay, ay. So Brian,
Let me have you, Brian.
what did you do? You're living every night, aren't you, boy? Turn yourself in, Brian. Once in your life, be a man.
You like him going?
She was just watching. Remember, she wasn't doing that. I was just saying she was talking. Got it. But she was mainly watching pop.
Good night, everyone. Thank you for watching, guys. Good night.
She was young. She was beautiful. She was chasing her dreams.
Watching, guys. Good night.
She was excited. She was hopeful. She was beautiful. She was in love. She wanted a partner. She wanted support. She wanted to be cherished. She trusted him. She was anxious. She was overwhelmed. She took responsibility. She was scared. She was manipulated. She was abused. She didn't deserve this ending. She didn't deserve the abuse. I will say her name. I will share her story. I will spread awareness. And I will use my voice because hers was silenced. Her life was stolen, but her legacy will live.
Yelling at the sky, screaming at the world. Baby, why'd you go away? I'm still your girl. Holding on too tight, head up in the clouds. Heaven only knows where you are now. How do I love again? How do I trust again? I stay up all night, tell myself I'm alright. Baby, you're just harder to see than most. I put the record on, wait till I hear our song. Every night I'm dancing with your ghost. Every night I'm dancing with your never got the chance to say your last goodbye. I gotta move on, but it hurts to try. How do I love again? How do I trust again? I stay up all night, tell myself I'm How do I trust again? I I stay up all night, tell myself I'm alright. Baby, you're just harder to see than most. I put the record on, wait till I hear our song. Every night I'm dancing with your ghost. Every night I'm dancing with your ghost. Every night I'm dancing with your ghost. Her blonde hair fell around her like a halo. She was an upstate New York angel without wings. Her smile shone brighter than a morning sunrise. Her laughter put the songbird's voice to shame. When you see a butterfly or a weeping willow tree, or a rainbow, or a wildflower on a grassy mountain peak, she's home with Mother Nature, yes she is. In the heaven on this earth, that's where she lives. That's where she lives, that's where she lives. That's where she lives. That's where she lives.
Guys, for me, it's how nice you are for me. Oh my gosh, it's how much you make me laugh. It's how hard you always laugh for me. Okay, go. It's you're really great.
Already? It's over already? Wow, that was quick. Oh my God. That's a fast ending, man. Holy shit. All right, guys. Love you. Good night, everyone. See you tomorrow. Or a bunch of hours. Bye.